Beep.
Slifer, do you need support? Are you there, buddy?
He's
I think he's frozen.
Testing.
No, he's frozen, but he's
Oh,
he's
he's not
he's
frozen.
alive.
He's there.
He's text
Guys,
support.
Happy Friday. Welcome to the Collectors Club.
Jonah Hex. Don't have a lot of time for jawing. In these parts, there's an abundance of bad men who need setting straight.
No, Vic. It's clobbering time.
I give you oblivion. Burn! You tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
Ravage, eject.
Far beyond mutants as they are beyond you. I am eternal.
MacGyver.
Oh, there it is, guys. Another Friday. Hope everyone's doing well. Club doors are open. I don't know what that MacGyver thing is. What movie is that?
I was saying the same. I was like, did
That's
he say
not
MacGyver?
That's Guyver.
Oh,
Jesus.
Guyver.
Not MacGyver.
I thought he said MacGyver. That's what I heard.
MacGyver, baby. I didn't know that.
I never watched MacGyver like that. I never really
Yeah,
got
it's
into
not the
that.
MacGyver I remember.
I think I saw like a few episodes. I couldn't do it.
The Japanese
seen that.
MacGyver is different, yeah.
The second one's better, but the first one, you know.
But hell yeah, guys. It's Friday. Let's have a good time. Club doors are open. Another week. Got a packed panel here. Good show planned. Let's get a kickstarted. Buck, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, everybody? I'm good. Nice to be here. Hope this is gonna be a fun show.
Well, thanks for being here, bud.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Phoenix, how you doing, man?
Good. Wife and kids away, so let's party.
Wife and kids are away. Wow.
Yeah.
Phoenix
So
is ready.
You have the whole house to yourself.
All to myself and the dog.
No unboxing.
It was
today,
either
though?
going to
No
Toyota for
unboxings.
$500 at night, or stay home and not spend any money. I chose home.
Yeah.
Living that frugal life. What happened to the unboxing? It's not you can't have a club show without an unboxing from Phoenix.
That's up to you, John.
Get like
You
a
take it
cracker
over.
box
Oh,
or something.
shit.
Take
He's
a
got
cracker.
something on the side.
You got something else? Jesus. You've been getting pieces every day.
Who's he talking about? Phoenix, go get
He's frozen.
a Joe Louis or something to crack open.
He's froze. He's froze.
Whoa!
Wow.
He was a ninja. Did you see that? That was amazing.
Mark, what's going on, brother?
Hey man,
That was
doing
wild.
good.
Happy Friday. How you doing?
Doing good. Just chilling with you guys, kind of watching this Lakers game a little bit.
Yeah, sports.
Yeah, me too.
Sports, yeah. He's
It's like
not
talking
in that
Chinese.
gene
It's like
pool.
talking
Yeah.
Chinese to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Unless I'm ordering something. But how about you, Pudgy? How you doing?
I am doing marvelous, sir. I am doing excellent. I'm here.
He froze
Friday.
too, I think.
Weekend starts.
Sam, always good to see you.
Always good to see you and this panel.
Is it?
Is it? Is it?
Oh, I thought I was gonna say something.
I know.
The pregnant toys.
No, man, I'm doing good. I'm conflicted this weekend. There's a lot for me to like want to do, and I don't know what I going to do. Like there's Diablo beta, there's a new Zelda game. There's just so much. Street Fighter. I got to make sure I hone my skills of Street Fighter. I'm gonna
It's a
do
big
one of
weekend.
those things, or maybe all of them. I don't know. But right now it's club time, so I get to hang out with my homies.
Sounds like a busy one. Thanks for being here, buddy. Danny, Sweet 9.8, what's going on, man?
What's up, guys? Happy to be here Friday night.
Glad to
You
see you.
sound
buddy.
very happy to be here, Danny. I'm not convinced.
Any plans for the weekend?
Nothing I know of.
All right. Rashid,
Mother's
how you
Day,
doing, man?
guys.
It's Mother's
What's going
Day.
on?
Mother's Day. Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day. It's okay. We'll
For
let it
those of
slide.
you-
You're
for
doing
you
well,
mothers
Rashid?
out there.
Wow. You know where it's a podcast too, right? So the nodding, people won't be able to.
Nah, I got some prints to show you, and
Hell yeah.
I should have an unboxing next week. The Mythos Vader.
Okay, cool.
I pulled the trigger this morning.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Dude,
On
that's
the
a good
Mythos
piece.
Vader?
That's a good piece.
Yeah,
Nice.
because you get, I said I was gonna wait for a discount, but what I forgot was, if you're a first responder, you can use your discount. And when I saw that negative 97 taken off of it, I was happy, So I said, there goes my sale right there. Then I had an extra $30. So it was, good price and stuff.
Don't lie, you had that cheeseburger itch. You were like, I
Yeah,
gotta
I
get a
need to open
statue.
I need to open something.
Nah.
You're gonna use the
Well,
framing.
you know what? Yes, you are right. God damn it. Yes.
No, the problem is you
Yo,
saw
that's
it
a
in
nice
person. That's the
statue to
problem.
open, though. If you need to open something.
Yeah, they made a lot of them, but you know what? At the end of the day, I got the other Mythos Vader. I think those two are the best. Just like the other, I think the Mythos, just for me, the Mythos Boba Fett and the new Boba Fett for me are the best. And my light size to me are the best ones. But yeah, when I unbox it, I think that's a nice looking Vader though.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Huge congrats, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Edition size doesn't take the artistry away that way.
Nah, never that.
Awesome. Can't wait to see that. Slifer's in and out, and Carl was supposed to stop by, but he must have fell asleep. Either that or he's partying with the LBS Iron Man release tonight. I don't know what's going on with him. Hopefully everything's okay. But yeah, let's address the chat and let's get right into it, guys. Hold on, Slifer's back. You in Canada, Slifer?
Okay, he's got Canadian internet, right?
The
Hey,
Rogers
buddy,
Tower went down.
Welcome, man. Can you hear us?
Rogers.
No, he's not doing well. Kickstarting it. Edwin, what's going on? We got Rob Barnes stopping by. What else we have here? Toy Mafia, of course. Bob Dylan. Love to see you. Dilber. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Got Figure Kong. Mr. Popo. Who else we have here? We got Sam. How's it going, Sam? Sam's a great guy. Vibranium Jim. Good to see you. Keese is stopping by like he promised. Good to see you, buddy. Cram. Gotta get Keesis on here one day. Brendan, hope you're doing well.
I thought there was a band against Keesus. That's
Somebody
why
say why.
I always loved this
No,
channel.
Keesis is
But-
welcome. It's a community show. Everyone's welcome. Dennis, what's going on?
no.
Hope you're doing well. And I think we reached the end. Figure Kong. How's it going? We got Steve. How's it going, Steve?
God, man. What the hell's happened, man?
All right there.
I think I'm just gonna buy a new computer at this point.
At this point,
Slifer's.
I don't know if it's the computer or if it's
I
the.
told you, get you a cord to your internet. bro.
I literally can't do that, bro. I can't.
What's going
My
on,
daughter's
D-Rock?
upstairs playing right now. She'll disconnect it.
Bro,
If-
all
I would
right.
have to call Verizon and have them run a wire downstairs.
bro.
Because I don't. It doesn't make sense, man. I have
It's working
full
now.
Wi-Fi.
It's working well now.
Everything's good. I checked the speed. It was fine. I don't understand what the hell's going on.
Does he think we're backstage
It
doing
doesn't make
technical
any
support?
I think he does. Yes.
Honestly. I bought a new router. I don't understand. Everything was good.
Yo, Slifer, shut it already, you
I'm getting
bug.
upset.
I don't think
he
he's
Can he
hearing.
hear
He
us?
can't hear.
I don't think he's hearing. He's having a one-way conversation.
He's in a pocket zone.
I can hear Rashid and I can hear Mark. That's it.
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh, all right. I'll give him the word when to
Yeah.
talk.
Tell him
Just knock on the cube next to you, like, yo.
Wait.
Hate to see it. So
That's
yeah,
that Guyver connection.
thanks to everyone who's
The MacGyver connection.
hold on, let me send an invite here. Thanks to everyone stopping by. We're gonna get this kick started because we got some topics. Some people on Facebook wanted to talk about. We got a little bit of news. PCS really reigning in the news this week on the radar again. We got some community photos to share. Our Jeopardy trivia. I don't think Slifer's gonna make it to Jeopardy, but we'll see how it goes.
Are there Star Wars questions on this Jeopardy?
Now let me tell you, Rashid.
He wants to
'cause
warm up.
If there's not, then I'm going to leave.
Let me tell you, Rashid. I got to the final column and I'm like, I'm gonna stop here. I usually do 4 columns. I got to the 5th column. I said, I can't do the Jeopardy without Star Wars for Rashid, so I added it specifically for you, buddy.
All right, thank you.
I don't think it's gonna change anything, but that's fine.
A vote of confidence from the Everyday Collector.
We'll see how it goes.
Ooh, we gotta hook up D-Rock.
All right, guys. So, good friend of the show and community member, Margin. Danny, you gotta help me. Marginalny. I know I absolutely mutilated that. Marginalny. There you go. On Facebook, everybody knows him. That's the thing. He's I think he's Yelena's husband.
Yelena's husband.
Yelena's
Yeah.
husband. So we all know him. He's always in the chats, and he tunes in afterwards because he's international viewer, so the time difference.
Mhm.
But he wanted us to talk about today. He gave us a topic: statues that essentially stay at the top, right? Statues that we feel that have been released that don't necessarily need to be revisited, right? Their depiction, their release was so well done that why revisit the character? So he gave some examples like Sideshow Juggernaut, XM Scorpion. He says that those pieces have pose and storytelling bases and don't necessarily need to be upgraded. Do you guys have any on your list that that you'd say wouldn't need to be touched again? What's going on, Norman?
To be touched again.
To be revisited. It's a tough one, eh?
I
I
don't know.
think
I'm
anything
greedy.
can be touched and redid.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah.
So it's like
But what's one piece you hold to such a high standard that
That's
if they
perfect
didn't
in your eyes.
if
No
they
need to
didn't
shop
revisit
anymore.
it, yeah, you'd be fine with it.
I think Soundwave for me. I think having all of the cassette transformers in the diorama with his classic pose is like it's the one that got me into the transformer line. Like I don't, yeah. For me, it's all personal and subjective, right? So yeah, I'm not saying they shouldn't, but I'm saying that I don't feel like I need another one where there's some characters like my Cyclops. If they come out with a different version of it, I would love them to do another Cyclops. So like with Soundwave, I'm like, I don't care if y'all never do another Soundwave.
And you guys in the chat, let us know as well. D-Rock says, I don't think that Sideshow Logan PF could really be done better as far as
Yeah,
customness
that's true.
Yeah.
Especially,
Buck?
I'm sorry.
No, Buck was gonna just mention something before.
Like, don't you want it to keep trying to top it, you know? And eventually, if they do succeed, don't you want like both of the ones that you find awesome?
Okay, but do you have a statue that you hold to such a high standard that it's up there that you, if let's say they
Has yet
didn't
to be
revisit
beat.
it, you'd be fine with it?
He just does a lot of anime, so it's hard for him to.
Wow.
I do a lot of anime pieces, honestly. That's true. And I feel the only ones that I have that I've never felt like maybe I should touch this up are the anime ones. And even with that, I'm still collecting multiples of the same character. I don't think I'm just content. If I see another really excellent version of the same character, I will pick it up.
Sam,
Hold on, Pudgy. When Crippler just interrupted and said answered for Buck, did you not feel like Robin Givens was talking for Mike Tyson that time on the interview?
Wow.
That
Oh
just
my
popped in
God,
my head.
that's a reference. Wow, yeah, I got you.
I just, I just thought of
Um,
Robin Givens and
Mike-
Mike Tyson just now.
Mike just sits there and looks at her like,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
carry on, Buck.
Flashback.
Carry on, Buck. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good. I'm even done.
Exiled.
Vibranium says the Sideshow Sabretooth or the Iron Studios Daredevil is up there.
I took a quick inventory of my personal collection, and I'll give you a sleeper one that fits that bill for me.
Of course.
And that is the XM Iron Fist.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the vintage of the character that I hold dear.
Yeah.
It's an action pose that captures him. Just the fact that he's not like in the Mount Rushmore of my characters, so I wouldn't need to have him in a 1/3. You know what I mean? It's like that piece right there wraps it up for me. I need no more Iron Fist in my life.
I 100% agree with you on that one.
Keith is saying Superman Hush. Sam gets kind of with a funny
Statue
of Liberty. Keith is also said John
there's a
Stewart.
swap out for the Statue of Liberty, but it was lost at sea. Nobody knows.
Wow. I wonder what the edition size is on that one.
It's an alternate arm. Or
Wow.
hand on the head.
Norman says Sideshow Lobo.
He also said Green Arrow, which I was gonna say. I think that's
Green Arrow
as close as
pretty
perfect.
That's
Yeah,
perfect too. Yeah.
because you have the exclusive. They modernized the outfit so it works with both the hood and the classic like Robin Hood.
Yeah.
hat.
The forked beard.
Steve took mine. Sideshow Thanos on Throne. Yeah.
I was thinking that. Yeah.
That one I agree with. And he says XM Ultron as well.
Yeah, that was an awesome piece.
Steve, I sent you a link if you want to hop on, buddy. How about yourself, Mark?
I try to collect one character or one piece of a character. So if I own it, in my eyes, like you guys are saying, it's very subjective. I already kind of view it as I don't need
piece.
Yeah, I don't need a repeat. Like I have Merman, Skeletor, they're perfect in my eyes. I have Soundwave, Optimus Prime, they're perfect in my eyes. The samurai stuff, obviously, that's very niche and that doesn't need to be revisited. So it's just kind of like I'm pretty happy with everything I have. But like Buck, I'm still waiting for that perfect Spider-Man. And Venom's one of my favorite characters, and I don't even own a statue for him because I'm still kind of waiting for something that I actually like.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna boo you in the beginning, but when you said Spider-Man, I forgave you. Gonna boo you for being a Lakers fan.
I'm not a fan, just watching the game.
Just a bad.
It's weird though. Buck, Mark, and myself are big Spider-Man fans. I have the black suit, but I don't have a traditional Spider-Man because with the characters you love, you're the most picky about. So I don't have a Venom, I don't have a Spider-Man, and those are two of my favorites, right? So it's like
Ken was asking what the question was. Ken, it was a piece that you hold to such a high standard that you think that they don't necessarily need to revisit and redo or do another rendition of the character. So, for example, Thanos on Throne was one. Lobo, Sideshow Lobo, Wolverine. Ken actually says, I'd say the Iron Studios Punisher. That's a good one.
Yeah.
For me.
That's a pretty good one.
Too.
How about yourself, Rashid?
Two. I was just trying to think my hardest, but if I could say, I would have to say, because that's like Crypto said, Buck said you always, you want to see people outdo it. I think I'll have to say the Sideshow Man Thing.
Oh yeah.
And the XM Angelus with the Cuban ass.
Yo, she upgraded from. Wait, I don't know if Puerto Rican is. Cuban's an upgrade
Yeah,
from Puerto
I
Rican.
upgraded. I went to Cuban. I went to Cuban.
It's gonna be Dominican next.
I was watching the Florida video, something in Florida, and I see some Cubans.
Wow.
Gotcha.
That's why.
I
Okay.
said, yeah, that's a Cuban. But
Cuban on the brain.
yeah, but I think the XM Angelus is a unique piece. They're gonna redo the Witchblade.
Witchblade.
And I also think the Darkness also. I think the Darkness is a piece that I don't think they don't need to revise it. Those three. I have to go with those three.
Mm-hmm.
How about yourself? Everybody went? Is Phoenix back?
Hey, bud.
Phoenix is there. Phoenix, how about yourself? Anything?
What's the question?
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed it.
No problem. Question is
That's what I said.
a piece that you hold to such a high standard that you feel doesn't need to be revisited.
Oh, jeez.
Did you say Jesus? You got the
Vibra-
Jesus?
Yeah.
Well, Vibranium
Just for
says
us, we don't need to
XM
revisit that.
Dark
right?
Phoenix.
I don't have. I've
Figure
got everything I
Kong.
wanted. So
Yeah, but a
can't
piece
really-
that you don't think ever needs to be revisited. That you
It's
think was
perfect. They don't need to try
executed
and
perfectly.
top
Yeah.
it.
I think it's Touch Superman. I mean, I got 3 of them, so
Wow.
I can't go
There
anymore.
you go.
So, but it's hard to say. I mean, they keep coming out with new stuff, right? So you always look, but right now I don't think anybody could top Hush Superman. I mean, that's the one that everybody imitates, but they haven't got to that point yet. So for whatever reason, I don't know, just the way the statue is posed, him hovering above everything. That's how I see my Superman. I don't see him on the ground. I don't see him anywhere other than just kind of hovering and have that almighty look, and the physique is perfect. I mean, it's just like, it's something that if I was have a body, that's the kind I want. You know what I'm saying? I collect my statues because of the inspiration to become that type of body type and that
The ultimate
that
physique. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason I collected statues.
That's a lot of chicken, Phoenix.
Yeah, I guess so.
A lot of protein powder.
Yeah.
And a lot of syringes.
You saying Superman's on the juice? Come on.
No, if you want to look like Superman, you gotta
He's
stay. You
super
gotta
everything,
hop on
man.
it.
You know, I used to work out like 7 days a week in my 30s, and then I got married, and I realized, why am I working out so much? It's gonna all go away.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Mission
yeah.
accomplished. So that's it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's done
Nice.
for me. Yeah.
I work out too. It's just when I'm sleeping. Figure Kong says Sideshow PF cable shouldn't be touched. Vibranium Jim saying XM Dark Phoenix. Brendan saying, what about an absolute swing and a miss of a statue or character that you want someone to take another swing at? Oh, that's a opposite way to look at it. An
A
opposite,
lot of Spider-Mans.
Brown Wolverine.
I thought you were going to say
What, you mean
Sinister.
the XM?
Well, the XM one's good.
I
Yeah,
like
but
the XM one.
I want the Sasha. I want the Sasha. Yeah, the XM is good.
Oh,
but
the sideshow one.
yeah,
Where he's
Sasha.
yawning.
Yeah.
I thought Rasheed was going to say XM Sinister.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, that
You're
is
right.
one.
Yeah. My bad. Yes. Scratch that brown Wolverine, that XM Sinister. Ing.
Do you guys have any? I can't. What can I think?
It's
I
hard
can't
to think of because they're not in my collection. Stuff that I never would have bought, I guess.
Something that you
Or
would
maybe
like
stuff you were hyped for when it was teased, and
And
then
then you
like
see
when
it.
it finally got revealed, you were like, "Oh man!"
Like wah wah. Wow, that's a good question.
It's a very good question.
The Sideshow Daniel Bell Spider-Man PF, the new one with the forced perspective, because I love the Spider-Man on it, but the base I'm still iffy on. So like, if they would have did a base similar to they did with the Noir Spider-Man Noir, that would have been. I would have loved that. Not saying it had to be that, but more it wasn't a forced perspective base. And I'm not shitting on forced perspective. I just haven't seen one in person yet, so I don't. You're dealing with perspective, so I don't know. But if that sculpt was just on something more traditional but looked cool, I could have seen myself getting that.
Would you consider the Sideshow Jean Grey with the grilled cheese that everybody makes fun of?
Oh, hell yeah.
No,
No?
because I think the Jean Greys themselves look good. It's just that Phoenix looks bad.
So you think the Giorno pizza, burnt ghetto pizza?
Well, that's the
good?
thing. It's just the Phoenix looks bad, but the characters look. I mean, the Jean Greys look, I think, great.
Yeah, but Danny, the pizza's not going nowhere.
Well, that's yeah.
Would you display it without the Phoenix?
But then it's kind of like just
It's just
Jean
like-
Grey and Dark Phoenix.
Would you display it? Would you display it? Period. Yes or no?
No.
Okay then.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
I'm voting for Cash now.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I
No!
hate to hear it.
Oh, you love to
Party
hear.
affiliates.
You know?
Keep on doing what you're doing, Rashid.
You got my vote.
We'll think on.
Wow.
Does anyone
Yeah,
else
that's a
have any
hard one.
others?
None off the top
No.
of my
We'll
head.
think on it throughout the show. Even we can just pop them in if something comes to mind as we're discussing. Because this is a pretty good one. Because we always complain about stuff. We just.
Yeah, what's the
You know?
abomination that you saw and immediately went, oh,
But the
How
thing
about
is,
the
like, there's
XM Jean Grey?
alternatives? Like, there's alternatives. I feel like that Brown Wolverine is bad of Sideshow, but the XM
Yeah, you're
one's
right.
amazing.
The excellent one. You're right.
Sinister probably the highest one up
So,
there.
yeah,
There's
Sinister was a good one.
There's not a real license one that's an alternative for people to get, so you just lose out on the character if you don't.
So I'm
like
trying to
that
think
one.
of characters that there's only one statue of.
Well, that Superman,
There's
that
no other
Clark
option.
Kent Superman was horrible.
Yeah. Oh, the
Oh,
Sideshow one?
yeah,
Yeah.
the Christopher
Going on
Reeve
Mark
one.
P.
you
No,
talking about?
Christopher Reeve one. Yeah.
Nova as well. Like I've never seen him in that pose before.
That's-
I
Okay, yeah,
always see
Nova's a
him,
bad one.
and he's underrepresented
It's not
in
even out yet.
statues too. Yeah.
How about that Jean Grey that everyone was complaining about? The one for
The XM Jean Grey?
The XM one, yeah.
What, this one? Not that one.
No, the
No,
one
no.
with the. They were
That's
complaining
the-
about the
The
chest.
new one, the one that
The
went
new
over
one.
PL. It's like super armored.
Breastgate. Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Breastgate
that
one. You notice that? I think like the detail and the pose is all there. Is the anatomy could be better. Just leave it at that.
I don't think it's that.
I don't think it's that bad neither. It's just that
Depends on
it's
your
not
taste.
that good.
Yeah, it's like in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I could see where somebody would say I want that statue, whereas Sinister is harder for me to see that.
I don't think the Nightcrawler is good anyway. Neither the X and
Yeah.
Nightcrawler. I
The
think
XM Nightcrawler.
yeah, it just
I actually
looks.
really like that one, but I
It,
understand
it
why
looked
people
like
don't.
they were trying to make it dynamic, but it just went somewhere else. So.
How about you, Buck? Anything?
You guys should go back to, I think it was SDCC when they first revealed that new Spider-Man PF, and I've never been so salty in my life about a statue. I just remember I was cussing a lot on stream. I'm like, fuck them, how do you go? Fuck this up. I'm like, they
Really?
messed up my Spider-Man because I knew it's just Spider-Man. They're gonna keep making more. It's never gonna stop.
Yeah.
And so I just knew another one was coming, and I was like finally excited. Oh, there's going to be one at the show, and
Is
then
this
it
the Miles
sucked.
one? The Miles
No, not the Miles.
Force
They've done
perspective
they've
one,
done the perfect Miles
thing?
already.
Oh, the Force
the
perspective.
the
one.
Force perspective, like Peter, man, and it's So I was just not. I was really unhappy, very salty about that piece.
What's going on, Jesse?
You let the
Crap.
rage flow through you, but
Mark, do you have
maybe
any?
the Mythos Anakin.
Oh, people don't
Oh,
like
you
that
mean,
one. I haven't
You
seen
mean
that
what's
one.
his name? The baseball player, Babe Ruth.
Yeah,
They call him Babe Ruth.
Swing,
because
got
he's
it.
like swinging for the
Yeah.
fences.
Okay.
Hey, better.
Do you have any, Mark?
Are we talking about improvements or stuff that we still hold to a high regard?
No, one that you would
No.
say improvement wise.
Oh,
That needs
I
to be
really
good.
liked when the Sideshow Joker tease was revealed. Then they showed the base, and I was like, oh shit. Like it just kind of ruined it a little bit for me. Same with Spider-Man, like Buck was saying. Although I'm for sure getting that piece, so you all can shit on it when I unbox it. I don't care. I love the Daniel Bell sculpt on it, and
Yeah.
hopefully I can get past the base aspect. Maybe I'll hide it. I'll put Miles in the front. But so yeah, I'm still looking for that Spider-Man.
Did you
but-
think they was gonna do a different Joker though by that print that they made?
Yeah, I thought they would be a little more darker.
That's what I thought when I saw the print. And I said that's gonna be the new Joker. I was like, this is gonna look insane. And then they showed what he really made. So
Yeah.
What's going on, Austin? Alan? How's it going, guys? I think the Sideshow Vader premium format was a bit lackluster.
Yeah.
With the
The last
base.
one they did,
Yeah.
the one on the castle-like base.
A little bit of a lean.
I still think it's a good sculpt though. It's
Yeah.
just
I'm not a Star Wars
yeah.
guy, so I don't know what's wrong with it. Like I think I don't know about the base, but I say the Vader himself looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think Vader's still like if you put him on a different base, I think it would look probably maybe better.
you think they put him on Mustafar, just like
Yeah, like
with lava around him, but him standing, that probably would have been better.
How about ketchup?
I think it's just that base looks like a helipad landing spot or whatever.
Yo, John, stop taking shots. You know, nobody's taking shots at Batman, bro. So
No, I'm only saying. You said mustard far. I feel like eating a hot dog.
Wow.
No, I don't know what it is, but I didn't like it. The lean forward.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
The Iron Studios was like pretty much perfect for me. The Vader
Yeah.
quarter scale. Like ever since they revealed that years ago, I haven't seen a quarter scale one better. You
Better
know.
than that? Yeah. We'll see. How about you, Phoenix? Any?
Not really. I mean,
Something that you need improvements on?
nah. I mean, I accept what the if I see a statue, it's hard to say. I mean, I see a statue, I like it, or I don't, and there's that instinct. I can't really say you should do this, do that because I don't know what I want. That's the problem. When I see it, if it's right, then it's right. But I can't say improve this, improve that because it doesn't like my mind doesn't compute that way. I can't see improving this to would make it better.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right?
So is there a piece that came out that you were disappointed with, that you were looking forward to, but later turned out that you were disappointed, you didn't like the way it was executed?
Not really. No, I don't have. I don't
High
have
expectations?
expectation. I don't have expectation. If I see it, I
He
like
doesn't
it.
raise the heart level. He keeps the
Yeah.
heartbeat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If it's the right price, every statue's good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, well, that was good. Appreciate that, Brandon. That was a good little twist there. And also to Marginalny for dropping that on the Facebook. We always ask you guys to drop any topics or photos on the Facebook group, so appreciate that big time. Now, we were discussing Phoenix with you and pricing. How's it going, Dan? What do you guys think right now in regards to pricing? And are you being priced out of the hobby? Or kind of just sitting back?
Being priced out of the supermarket right now.
Yeah. When it comes to these pre-orders, and I know we talk about a lot about pricing and shipping and everything, but you just see these pieces going up, and it's nobody's hitting. Not to say nobody's doing it, but the pre-order button is light, even with the low edition sizes. The pre-order button is very light.
I feel like the early adopters are getting screwed, and companies need to revamp. Like PCS, had you save money if you pre-order early. That was one of their things they touched on. I thought, other companies really need to adopt that mentality of if you're first to pre-order, you're going to save at least 100 or something, because people are just waiting for it to hit seconds or the secondary market to save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, which I have personally in the last year. So it's like, what benefit is it to pre-order unless it's a low ES and you might miss out? There's no benefit of pre-ordering now.
XM is doing that right now, right? If you pre-order early, you get an early bird bonus or something.
Right.
With
Don't you
Galvatron,
think-
at least.
Don't you think it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, though? Because if people don't pre-order, the edition size become low. Just by the lack of interest and the lack of pre-orders, they're not going to make 1,000.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They're
I
gonna make
think the I think the studio set themselves up to rely on the pre-order model to get them out, and that's how you keep ESs low or whatever. But then that's not really consumer friendly because then the consumers just want to be like, when it comes out, I just want, like, I don't want, you can't pre-order everything in life. Imagine everything. You want eggs, you got to go pre-order. Totally different, but it's sort of like no other companies really depend on the pre-order. It's a great tool for marketing and to sort of gauge the interest of a product. But I don't know, man. It's weird because like me, I'm the type that don't like to pre-order shit. So it's sort of like then it's like, oh, you got to pre-order it for that business to stay afloat. Why do I got to put that on my shoulders?
I want to touch on.
Don't make your problems my problems.
I want to mention. Ken said, "I'm not priced out by Sideshow and Tweeterhead. I'm priced out because I bought a house." Congratulations, Ken. That's a
congratulations.
Storage. First part of statues is statue display. You need a place to display.
Now, Sam, do you think you feel that way about pre-ordering because you came into the hobby during a time where really pre-order wasn't a thing? You didn't really have to pre-order to get the pieces you wanted.
Absolutely right, because now at the tail end, there's a few that I need. Galvatron and Wolverine. I'm debating, do I pre-order it to lock it down, or do I just wait like I got everything else and just wait to the aftermarket or wait when it's available on the site? Because if I pre-order it and save $100, don't like it or change a direction or whatever, you never know what happens. I need to cancel it for whatever reason. I'm gonna lose more than that $100 from the non-refundable deposit, right? So I'm like, why not just wait? And then I don't think there's pieces that you can't get. Like, you know what I mean? There's some pieces out there that are very rare that I was fortunate enough to be able to get in the aftermarket or through distributors or whatever. And ultimately, if you weigh it all in, I saved way more money. You know what I mean?
I'm not adverse to POs. I mean, when I collected Bowens, the price wasn't an issue. You know, it was something I could afford. You know, in my weekly check or whatever. And then with Sideshow, same thing. And even when the Sideshows got more expensive, when I saw them, I do a PO. Sometimes I do it on a 3 or a 4 payment flex, and it made it painless. So I'm kind of used to that Sideshow model of put the money down and it'll be paid for and it'll just ship. And now with the bigger pieces, I'm used to the same thing. When I saw Prime 1 Green Lantern and I said I want it, I put the PO in, and it's almost paid off already, and it's been painless because it's been $80 a month. It's almost a tank of gas at this point, so I don't feel it. And now it comes out that it turns out they're only making, what is it, John? Like 250, something like that.
Yeah,
250, and then I think
right. So
with
there's 199 left for the rest of you because I'm getting one. It doesn't. I don't have a problem with PO as long as I've seen enough revealed to make me feel confident that that's what I'm going to get.
And that's the thing. I think what works for you because you know what you want. You set in your ways. You don't really.
I'm more
yes. Exactly right. I think where we can get in trouble if you're not like that is like it's so easy to pre-order whatever because the down payment is less than the whole statue. Sure. You like this, 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 you like this. You got 10 pre-orders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you cancel. Look at Keith's in the stat chat. I canceled 2. You know what I mean? So for me, I want to make sure the thing is I have a vision, and the more pieces I have to that, the more confident I am in that vision that I can get it. And what I don't want to do is like, oh, I got a deal that changed my, like, you might get a haul of something, a statues, right? And then it just sort of like, oh shoot, I want to go in this direction, but I can't because I got pre-order. So for me, it's somebody who likes to be agile and somebody who likes to like, let me make sure I'm confident in the way I'm doing it. What's available? Okay, this is available, and I can get it, and I don't have to worry about that. It allows me the freedom to not be tied to a vision that I had that something might have changed or whatever. But everyone's different. Like I'm not against pre-orders. I pre-order video games just to get the freaking bonus thing. Like, so I'm not against, you know what I mean? It's just more of like, this is so easy to do. And then let's just say Spider-Man, and then LBS comes up with a Spider-Man, and I like that Spider-Man better. Now I'm stuck with this Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be in that situation. So,
I-
like, that's it. I know I could. I'm like, dude, I really like this Spider-Man that I thought I liked, but it wasn't 100% there. But Spider-Man is so hard to nail. I'm finding it hard for me to get the perfect one. Now they come out with the perfect one, another studio out of nowhere, and then I'm like, shit, I gotta cancel this one. That's the only reason why I don't pre-order. Like, it's because of that situation. I
It's
don't
funny
wanna,
you mentioned games, and games now you got direct digital download, and still will pre-order so that we can get it at
yeah, there's no
11:59.
physical copy. It's the so
Right.
it's the marketing
So
model of
there's-
here's this
yeah.
bonus thing that will go away even though it doesn't have to.
But Mark has a point though. It would be nice to see them reward the early adopter, because you are taking a chance too, and you're putting your faith that they're going to deliver as advertised, which
Yeah.
isn't always the case. So,
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on?
Was
Steve?
my
Dude.
I was trying to help
Slifer looks
Slifer
so
out really
different.
quick.
Yeah, Slifer looks different.
What's up, Slifer?
What's going on?
It's going.
What's
How you guys
going on?
doing?
Nathan Mitchell, and yeah, that was it. I hope you guys are doing well.
Mitchell.
Sorry, go ahead, Phoenix.
I was thinking about the Green Lantern. When the numbers come up, the low ES, I was tempted. I was thinking twice about it. I'm like, okay, I got to jump on this before it goes
It
away.
fits your collection. I mean, it
Yeah.
really fits
But then-
your collection.
But then the Batman came up, and the shipping, he was quoted 240, went up to 480, so it doubled. So I'm thinking, oh crap, that's not exactly what happened with Green Lantern. So
That's why I'm kind of glad. That's why I'm kind of glad I've been doing those little payments, because I'll just get hit with the shipping.
Yeah.
It'll be just one small screwing, not a big giant.
Yeah. But the low ES really plays with your head, because you're like, do I do it now?
Absolutely.
And you miss, else you miss it out. I'm still on the fence about it, so I haven't decided. I don't think I will. I'm just like, no. In the
I
end,
think Steve was on the fence too, right?
Are you guys talking about Prime 1 Green Lantern?
Yeah.
It's on waitlist right now on both versions.
is it?
Everybody,
Yeah,
jump!
yeah,
on it.
man.
I better get on that
regular?
wait list.
Is that the regular?
Regular
or is that
is sold out, and the
Regular's sold out?
DX is on waitlist. Last time I
It's on Prime
saw
one?
it. Prime
Regular
one,
was
yeah.
only 30, so
30.
How about on Prime site? Do we know?
Yeah, it's on waitlist.
Oh, that's
And
Prime
the
site.
regulars. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
That's
gonna tell
gonna
you,
be
Phoenix, where I saw the
next
other one.
time.
So because I got my eyes on that thing.
savage.
It's scary, man. It has me too. It has me thinking like crazy. So
That's the thing. That's a beautiful, beautiful Green Lantern.
Don't trust
That
that
was
Prime
so-
One waitlist, man.
Yeah, we just saw that with Hush Skin Tone Ivy, right? She went
Yeah.
back from waitlist.
yeah, she came back.
we found here.
Which
They're
cop-
churning them
which
out.
cop
They're
people-
building them in the back and putting them on the shelves, just like hamburgers, as quick as they can. So,
No need to apologize, Slifer. Don't worry about it.
Oh, good, Slifer.
You see what he says? Sorry, guys, I got a trash computer. I spent all my money on collectibles. I'll step up again.
You're good.
I don't think it's his computer. It might be his connection.
It is.
Yeah.
It's guarantee it's the connection.
Yeah.
We were playing around with it.
John's still on a trash computer.
That's what you can expect from the Rashid campaign.
I mean, yeah,
Wow.
John's got a hamster on a treadmill.
It's
He's
getting
running
better.
around
You know
in
why?
person.
I went in, my text messages. I had my text messages going from my phone to my computer, taking up 12 gigs. I cleared that baby up.
Jeez, that much for text?
12 gigs.
It's like
Send me
it's
some
all the
pictures.
text that.
I talked to all
been
you
backed up
knuckleheads all
to
day. What do you
iPod
expect?
and stuff.
Send
Talking
me-
to a whole bunch of Instagram models.
Yeah.
I know.
Talking to Wood Bunny.
Cram saying the Green Lantern, it's out already. No, it's not out yet.
No.
Cram, it was the
So
pre-order.
that from the menu.
Pre-order. That's
Pre-order
been,
from the
uh,
manufacturer.
waitlisted. How about you, Mark? Pre-order wise, like last thing that I really saw hit the market and sell quick was that Shredder. We see the J&D stuff as well, but
My favorite.
but the Shredder with the low ES
He
is
said J
really-
and D like he almost threw up in his mouth a little bit.
Oh, the
You
J.
can see him like hold back some sputum.
No, because there's a lot of people say, oh, it's resellers buying that and this and that. There's a lot of, I don't know. It could be the same with the PCS as well, but that's one that I saw go fairly quickly. But Mark, are you one to still jump on a pre-order, or do you like to wait it out?
I like to wait it out. It depends on the piece. But for the most part, I'll usually wait. Like I want the Prime One Godzilla, the Dio portion. That's for sure something. Just the one side, not the middle or the other side.
Yeah.
But that's one for sure. I will be getting. But it has a 400 ES, so I'm in no hurry to PO because I found other Prime One stuff that just months after release you can get for hundreds less. So
Yeah.
kind of like frugal. I'll put it on a 2-year plan and just wait.
And that's the one thing I think the companies need to somehow attract buyers, and it's something that's tough to do because they can't control the aftermarket. It was an aftermarket where you'd be purchasing items, and the companies were like fine with it because not necessarily fine with it, but things wouldn't sell necessarily as well in the aftermarket because they're a higher price. So what did the companies decide to do? They decided to say, well, in the aftermarket, if the prices are a little bit higher, then we're going to top ourselves off and kind of skim off the top of the secondary market so that if it does hit that market, how high can this really go? Do you think that backfired?
I don't even know
That's
if
a lot
I would
of
say
speculation.
Yeah,
You're just like
You're-
putting
you're
suppositions on top of suppositions.
I know, but
and
yeah,
then like,
yeah.
go.
But look at the market. How many pieces do we see? Even if we look at third scale, quarter, anything, hit the secondary market with a hit.
A good amount of them, because people know that if they
90% of them.
ask like a premium price in this current day and age, it's gonna be crickets in their DMs.
But why do you think that is? Would you not think that's because obviously there's economic state, but on top of that, the price increase in the pieces that we're buying, we're hitting quarter scales at 1,200, 1,100, 1,200.
Yeah,
I don't feel it leaves a lot of meat on the bone for that old market where you can sell
and
at a
like,
higher price.
yeah, you're right. That is definitely part of it, right? But also, I think if not for the economic climate, people would still be asking for more because there's pieces people ask for more on, and like they're not ashamed to ask for a crazy amount because those pieces are in demand. It's like supply and demand. They're in demand enough that someone's like, this is worth the money, like, right? But if you're just trying to sell any old like piece that doesn't have any hype behind it, like trying to get like a premium price on it in the aftermarket, like tough luck, man. It's gonna pend, and you're gonna you don't. I think the worst look for a seller is listing something on the VSTs, having a price drop, having another price drop. That's like people smell weakness there.
Yeah.
I tell you,
There's blood in the water, Buck.
blood in the water. I'm not even kidding.
That's where
If I
Phoenix
see-
steps in.
And exactly, if
Yeah.
I see someone dropping the price constantly,
No.
I know it's time to
The fourth
give them
drop,
the
man. Not
logo.
a second.
Well, that's because people's situations now. It's not the typical market where you were just selling to upgrade your collection. People are selling because they need the money for more important things.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
That's why you're willing to let something go at a steal.
But also,
Because you need
it's
that
like
cash.
once you've decided, have you guys noticed this? Once you've decided to let go of a statue to sell it, I know there's some people that say this lie, like I'll just keep it anyway. That's a lie. I think once you've like detached yourself and you've committed to selling the piece, you've listed it up for sale.
You don't.
want to,
Yeah.
you no longer want that in your collection. And if it's
Yeah.
literally up on the BSTs or on like eBay, wherever you've listed the piece, if literally no one is buying it and it's been like some reasonable amount of time has passed, you're gonna feel like, whoa, I need to change something, or no one's ever gonna come to meet me for this piece, right? And so people are gonna then drop the price to see if they can do something more reasonable. And I'm telling you this: when you see a person drop the price more than once, it usually implies that they were extremely unreasonable with the initial listing, right? So you gotta do a better job of reading the market when you're like putting your piece up there, because you don't want to ever be a seller that's just going, okay, price drop, price drop, price drop. It doesn't. It makes you look like you're in a weak position, and anyone who's negotiating with you is going to try to take advantage at that point.
Or
How
when you
many
put up your
people you
post
took
saying
advantage of, Buck?
1,200 or best offer.
$500.
Best offer leaves it open.
Well, or willing to negotiate.
Well, I'm gonna sign a weakness right now because I'm gonna sell that Switch right there because I'm getting the gold Zelda one. So $150, $200 right now.
I'm looking for
Exclusive.
a Switch.
There you
I'm
go.
looking.
We'll talk after.
I'm looking for a flat screen for someone who needs more statue display space.
Yeah, that's a lot of room right there.
Exactly. Statues could go over there. Just watch them. Sit down in your chair and look at them.
No.
Pudgy knows me.
How about you, Steve?
That ain't ever gonna-
Besides Green Lantern, pre-ordering at a halt?
Yeah,
Don't feel the need to?
Yeah, especially to be honest, because like I told you guys, I want that Prime 1 Wonder Woman, the Hydra one. And I was like thinking of pre-ordering that one, but like I just saw 3 of them put for sale on the buy sell trail groups. Then I saw another 2 of them post up on eBay. So I was like, dang man, that's like 5 of them within like a week. And I was like, man, why would I pre-order it? You know, like there's like, but Green Lantern is kind of scary because now it's waitlisted on Prime 1. It's sold out on, I think on Sideshow, and then yeah, man, that one's scary. I don't know about that one. That one has me thinking.
That was a hard one. Very
Can
low
you
EX.
live without that in your collection?
He'll fit perfect right there, like right
You're
there.
like he's got souped on Aquaman.
Yeah. I don't know. But we'll have to see.
Do it.
Live pre-order. Let's go. You can't pre-order.
How about yourself, Rashid? Well, you're retired, Rashid, but you're still picking up a few pieces, but you're off the bandwagon of pre-ordering. Like, do you feel priced out of the hobby? That's kind of what we were discussing.
Yeah, I'm kind of like looking at the prices and it's crazy, you know. So I'm kind of like taking my time now. I'm not ordering like before. Like if I get a sale, you know, then I'm gonna take it. But you know, that's why I'm trying to stick with my certain lines, and that's it. I'm not trying to spend as much as I used to.
But if you guys were to see a shift in the market, just to touch on quickly, if you were to see a shift like the Green Lantern, where it's a piece you want and you're seeing, hey, these are really low edition sizes and they're starting to sell, would that entice you to start pre-ordering again?
Yes.
It's starting to get me thinking, yeah, more than the Wonder Woman, just because the ES is so low and it's sold out on Prime 1 already.
Yeah.
So.
See, I just watch to see if it's about to sell out, and then if I wanted that piece, then I'll make that move. That's how I go by. Like if it's about, you know, and then Sideshow still tricks you and says it's sold out, and then it's back on order again, you know.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the thing. Like if there's a piece that I know I really, really, really want, I don't mind putting it down. Right? It's just sort of like putting it down just to secure it if I know I want it, because at that point I'm not really caring where the value goes. I just want to get it before I can't. And right now.
But what do you guys? You know, there's pieces that you're on the fence about. You're
Those
not
are the ones
entirely
I'm worried
sure.
about.
You feel like you might be able to get a better price later, or just like you're just not sure, and you just want to hold off on commitment because you don't know how much you like it, and the moment it seems like it's going to be out of reach, that bout of FOMO hits you, like Phoenix was
That's
talking
where
about, like
Kaz is at
Steve was
right now.
talking about. The moment it's like it's going to be out of reach, the FOMO hits you, and all of a sudden, pre-ordering seems like the best idea. You got to secure your own. And what I think what John is trying to say is, what if all pieces coming out, or at least most of the pieces coming out, become like the Green Lantern? That feeling, where you know, like I might not be able to get this after this point, It might not even go up for sale in the aftermarket to a reasonable degree. Like even if I was willing to
Reasonable price,
yeah, even
Yeah.
if I was
just
willing to
because of the low
pay a
number.
premium, it might not. You might not even see it. Maybe two people will list it up once it starts getting into people's hands, and
FOMO,
then
baby.
it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
almost like
guys, the thing is with we think that you can't get it after it's sold out, but the Hush Superman, well after it came out a year later, they were selling below retail. That's the thing. I think we get into this FOMO where we think none of the statues gonna be. You can't get it, but you can get it. That's the thing. I think
Mhm.
it's that scare of you can't get it, but the thing is but every statue you can
Eventually,
get afterward. But the Hush Superman, it spiked up in value because about 3-4 years after that, people
Mhm.
start seeing that as the Grail, and that's why it's the price stay up there. But a year after it came out, the price I saw was around hovering the same thing. But then
Yeah.
it's 1,000, right?
yeah,
So it's
And
hard to
not all
say
statues are gonna do that, like be a
exactly.
Hush, right?
yeah. And I
Mhm.
think a big reason for why Hush was still like available at a decent is because it was still available on Prime One. It was still
Mhm.
available to buy.
Yeah.
They did the black suit version again later on, and even before that, like I remember, Hush didn't sell out immediately. It was
Mhm.
available for some time, and so
Yeah.
during that time, people again, it's just a matter of you don't appreciate it until it's out of reach, and that's usually when things become grails when they're no longer easily available on the aftermarket. The
That's when
same
it's a
thing happened
classic.
with Batman Who Laughs. When that came up, we were like, "What is this? It's a fake Batman." I heard comments like that, and now, I still don't think it's like the best thing ever, but that is the general sentiments you
Yeah.
get.
But also,
So, sorry, go
also,
ahead.
go ahead. The value. I mean, Husband was only $1,000.
Mhm.
With this one, it's $1,600. So now the value goes up. So how much more can it go up? That's the other
That's
question,
true.
right?
We'll have to see how the market plays out, but we're definitely seeing a transition where these companies are retracting edition sizes, so or making
you,
them made
you,
to order.
you know where it gets me the most though is like what I just remembered is when I got the NYC N1 Starfighter. Like everyone on Saturday was clicking the button on order,
Mhm.
Yep.
and I was like, man, like everyone wants this thing. That's where like on customs, I think it like doesn't affect like people go FOMO for custom
Mhm.
ones.
Yeah,
I
For
think
sure.
Phoenix brought up a great point though, like because there's statues that at their retail value,
Mhm.
they were reasonable, 999, like the
Yeah,
Dark Phoenix, right? There's just like it's reasonable when they first came out. But if that statue started out like at the 2.5K people ask and above, or where does that go? Because the reason people just don't go and buy one because they're up there, right? So it's sort of like they sell them at ridiculous prices. So I think like if everything was coming out at 1,500, like where it's heading, everything's 1,500, 2K. That aftermarket is gone because you pricing everybody out at that point.
the price
For
will
this
go down.
For sure. All right. Well,
print.
yeah. I don't know. The ES is. I don't know. We'll see. But it's
I I,
changes.
I have
Changes needed.
I have like a question that's I don't think anyone usually asks is like, do you guys like the current paradigm? The way things are right now, do you like it? Like, right? Do you like the fact that people might buy stuff, the early adopters might buy stuff, and then they sell it in the aftermarket for lower. I feel like in this current like market, I've been finding a lot of pieces I've been looking for great prices on the aftermarket. It's crazy. I know a lot of people are complaining about things being expensive, but I've gone to a point where I feel almost really content with waiting for licensed pieces, and I feel strangely confident that I will get it like cheaper, and it's cheaper than I would have gotten it even like when the way things were before. So I kind of like the way things are right now.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't think it's sustainable
No, it's not. I don't
from
think
a
it is
business
either.
standpoint.
definitely a buyer's market, but
Yeah.
also this buyer's market is going to start switching. Not, I don't know if it's going to be soon, but it's definitely going to switch over like it
Yeah.
was before, where everyone was selling it for like double the price. But
But businesses have to make that first switch before that can happen.
Yeah.
Get your
If
pieces
you
now.
can, you can buy them. Yeah, definitely buy them now.
But then the other side of it is that everything's gone up, so there's less disposable income to spend on these statues too. So it's hard to say. I mean, you have to go on vacation, and your life goes back to normal, and you want a vacation, this and that. There's less money to go into these statues, so I can't really see it. People going back to what it used to be, like double the price and stuff.
You just have to stretch out the. Instead of replacing your underwear every couple months, you take it
Wow.
Now you see what Steve described about Wonder Woman Hydra suddenly being available in multiple places.
Yeah.
I think that definitely points at the economy, because unless collectors in the last 3 years have suddenly become wishy-washy, nobody in the past would spend that kind of money on a piece, unless they were a flipper, to only put it for sale soon after. I think it definitely points to the fact that times are tough for people. They committed to these pieces, and then when they arrive, they say, "Let me sell it while the getting's good, while it's a popular piece, because it's too much and I need the money."
And I don't think that people are going to get priced out, because I think they don't see the price tag. They see it as a payment, right? A monthly payment. So no matter how much it goes up, I just got to pay $80, $90, $100. They can do that for.
Like everyone. Sorry.
No, go ahead, bud.
I mean, everyone's saying that something's got to give, but is it the price that has to give, or what if, like, imagine a scenario where somehow the quality and the concepts of these statues was to spike upwards, like, significantly? Would everyone start feeling like, hey, it is worth my money? Are people going to be more open to pre-ordering when these things look like significantly more amazing than they do right now?
So when AI take over,
I think they're doing it. I think they're doing it already, though. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about when Sacho first came in the game, that was the only company that we had to look at, and we never thought about all these other companies. So when what we saw from Sideshow is either was amazing or we was like it was okay, and most of the stuff that they were putting out was amazing. Now it's 2023. If you was to go back in around 2003 and say, well, guess what? You see that life size bus you bought? Busts are going to be in the 4,000s, and it's going to be made out of silicone. What do you think about that? Some people are going to be like, back then they would say, I'm not going to pay that much, because now you got to add up. If you buy $4, I mean, you're spending $2. That's 8,000. That could have been 8,000. That you could do a lot of stuff with 8,000 to $20,000 in your bank account than a hollow butt, So I think it already went up, and just like Crypto said, as long as there's a payment plan, if something comes amazing, you're going to have some people want, because some people are going to want it. The problem is when they like Pudgy said, when times get hard, they go to sell it. They're going to realize, wow, I can't get my money back. So I spent $4,000 plus shipping for this piece, and now and now somebody's offering me $2,500 shipped, and I need the money, so I have to let it go,
That's a great point, Rashi, because you said, like, when they got it, it was payment plan, but when you sell it, you're not given a payment plan, most likely. If you do, that's a personal situation.
But people want their money, right?
Yeah,
so you go to sell
people
it,
got to come out with the money you're trying to save.
Right.
It's different when you can do the payment plan.
Right. So when you do the payment plan, it's much easier. But then when somebody goes to sell it, now they want that lump sum of money, and you want to do a payment plan now. But if somebody and they need the money, so you tell them, listen, I'll give you $1,700 cash right now. They're like, they taking that big loss because they need that.
You do your own payment plan with PayPal. Just give me the money. I ain't the Bank of America.
And I think that's the point there too. Is like, hey, they can get them because it's cool to be able to do it, and I'm glad those opportunities exist. But that's why I don't think the market. Because if I'm selling something, I want my money now. Unless I know the person. Like, if it's one of y'all, I'm like, take it, pay me when you guys get paid, whatever, right? But it's like, if somebody that's really trying to like sell it because they need that money right now, they need that money,
So the other question is, so when you guys PO, are you guys POing because you want to be the first guys to get the stuff, or is it more or less of you just wanting the statue?
That depends who you PO from.
Yeah.
It depends on it depends on the, it depends on it depends on the person
Here we
things
go.
because you do have people depending on what it is, if it's YouTube or if it's just I want to be the first one to put on because I never cared to be the first person to want to get it. Just for myself to be able to get it right away, yeah, of course.
Your personal want it, like I want it.
I don't need to have it first and say, look, I got it first. A lot of people on YouTube want to have that piece just so for their channel. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's depending on what reason they want it. Do you want it for your personal collection, or do you want it for your YouTube channel? And a lot of people that doing these YouTube reviews, they always want to be the first person to have it. I don't need to have it first. I can wait and check your review to make sure I like it because that's what I do. I've gone on YouTube channels and watched multiple videos to see if I really want this piece and see the do's and don'ts of it, or just say, you know what, I don't want it.
Yeah, but those first ones you gotta watch on mute, right? Because you never know what you're listening. No, I'm kidding.
Like that's why, like, for me, it doesn't have to be. That's why most of the stuff I'm buying has been out because I don't have to get the new thing right away. Most of it is old shit.
Right.
So it's like, it's been out. Everyone reviewed the stuff that I got like 100 times already. So there's no hype in getting it first, right? You got to really want it to get.
And some of these people that's coming out with their stuff, selling it, like the older stuff that maybe people looking for. Some of these people don't understand. They still trying to. They trying to get some meat and potatoes and some coupons and some White Castle coupons and stuff like that with their sale. It's like it's a different economy. You gotta lower that price and stuff like that.
Jeff,
casual know what I'm talking about.
I don't like White Castle anymore, man. But I know what you're talking about.
White Castle.
Jeff from Secret
it's
Sanctuary.
not the same as it was before.
Says,
Sorry.
Damn, here we go. I offer a payment plan when I sell 10% down with the balance paid off within 90 days.
Damn.
That's reasonable.
See,
Yeah.
Secret Sanctuary is like a business, dude. He got you.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna move on. I wanted to do a little touch of a topic and kind of hear your experiences because I had an experience this weekend.
Congratulations, John.
I got to meet this gem of a person here, Joey, aka Vane. I don't know why we still call him Joey.
Yeah,
Joey.
you had a lot of gel in your hair, man.
Try to look good for Joey.
I thought Buffalo, go out to a nice dinner. Nope. Look presentable. It's the everyday collector crossing. So I crossed the border. Across the border.
He's messaging me, and I'm telling him from the jump. I said, listen, put on a Scully and some Timbs when you go out to Buffalo. And he's like, nah, I'm good. Then he messaged me and he goes, yo, it's rough out here. I said,
listen to me. We got to this. So we crossed the border. My first time crossing the border, and I was doing this because we were doing a deal. I mentioned this, and Joe was nice enough to drive from where he is, meet in Buffalo. I drove where I am, but I had to cross the border. To mention, the trip was already hectic because I had to get my passport renewed. Like, who renews a passport just to go do a statue deal? Like, you can't be mentally balanced if you're doing shit like that. So the day I was going to go to the passport office, they go on strike for 2 weeks. So we had to wait 2 weeks. This was like a month ordeal. Stressing back and forth. When's this going to happen? Anyway, it worked out. So the weekend comes. I go to Buffalo. Good weather. It even worked out because on the way I found the Bowen Batman. Picked that up on the way. But I crossed into the Buffalo. Everything was fine. The guy was an ass, the first guy I met. But that's fine. He was American. It didn't surprise me.
Are you talking about Joey, or are you talking about the
I'm
guy?
talking about the guy at the border. I was nervous, right? Because like I said, it's my first time. And, you're supposed to, apparently, there's someone there. There's a vehicle there speaking to the border person. And then you're supposed to wait for that car to leave the spot completely. I saw the car moving forward, so I started to move. He's like, you read the sign, sir? You're not supposed to move the vehicle. Was this your first time? I'm like, yeah, it is actually my first time. and then I told him, he's like, "Why are
John,
you
you're only
crossing?
the 3 millionth Canadian he's had to deal with that week.
Why are you
Oh,
crossing?" I
like-
said, "I'm meeting a friend, picking up some collectibles." What kind of collectibles?
Oh my god.
Batman collectibles. When I said Batman, he's just like, "Okay, go."
Jesus.
He was like,
What was I
this
gonna
guy's no
say?
threat. This guy's no threat.
Yeah.
You dork. Anyway, so whatever. We go drive into Buffalo. We meet at the closest McDonald's. Of course, Joe picked this McDonald's, and I'm there. He was pretty good. He didn't take too long. We set a time, but I was there for half an hour, and I'm telling you, I started my car 3 times to drive around because it was so sketchy. It was so sketchy. But I messaged Rashid while I'm waiting. I'm like, Rashid, fuck, come over here, man. I need help.
Jeez. You didn't drive the Batmobile?
What do I say?
So
as he's messaging me, I showed my boy. I said, "Yo, listen." I said, "He's going to Buffalo." I told him, and my boy said, "Is he bugged out?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Look."
So it gets worse.
He said, you better tell him be careful out there."
It gets worse. So, the night before we had club. It was a Friday night, and I was stressed that we weren't going to fit the boxes because I drive a Dodge Caravan. So Joe sends me this. Okay, he sends me this picture of his truck stacked to the top, and he has 2 more boxes in the back seat. So it was what, 8 boxes total, I think. 7 or 8 boxes total.
9, right? Didn't you tell me it was 9?
No, it was
Well, with the
7
Bowen.
or 8. With the Bowen, it was 9, yeah. And we were backstage that night, and I was talking to Pudgy, and we were like, "Is this gonna fit?" And Mark was there, and these guys started making me nervous, man, because they're like,
I'm
"I don't think
Googling
it's
the
gonna fit."
dimensions of a Dodge Caravan. I'm like, I don't know.
They're like, "You should rent a vehicle." And anyways, I was nervous already, but we met at the McDonald's. So to make it look even sketchier, Joe pulls up next to me. We take this tarp off his truck. All you see is Prime 1 boxes. People are looking at us like, "What kind of deal are these guys doing?" I'm unloading his truck, and then I'm loading up my van, and this is the van.
Oh my goodness!
Cops driving by, looking at us like, "What the heck's going on?" But
even the crackheads around you are going like, "What the heck are they doing?"
You remember the
Is there a sale on
auction?
mini fridges?
I know.
Look how you stack those. That's like
That's some Tetris
bro,
level shit right there.
10 minutes. I fit everything in there. We were shocked.
Were you
I was
stressing
shocked.
that it wasn't gonna fit while you were putting it
Oh,
in?
100%. But I took our time. We laid them out on the McDonald's drive parking lot, and I said, "Okay, let's do this." Boom, boom, one after the other. Hey, it's going. You wouldn't be able to fit another box in here if I wanted to.
Damn.
Wait, so
Dodge
that
Caravan,
box in the driver's seat, you kept it by the driver's seat right there,
The whole trip, yeah.
and you can see the rearview mirror with that
Oh,
box.
we can.
No,
Of course not.
Of course not. Doesn't matter.
He can't
Come
see
on.
he can't see the rear. He can't see the right.
Well, the right I can see if I push my head forward, I can see it. But
He
who
would
needs
turn
see
to
it?
let them know that he was gonna turn, and hopefully somebody slowed down.
I put the signal and started honking.
Oh
Wow.
my god. I
No,
believe
okay.
when you're doing that, you're supposed to put your
Yeah. That looked
but everything
some Homeboy
closed?
Shopping Network
Signals.
stuff, dude, from In Living Color. I don't know if you remember that. He just had sold everything. From
So
the
John, so what happened? I thought you. So what happens when you got these boxes? Remember I asked you, what if you came and picked something up? What do they do when you get to the border? after you
Okay.
bring you-
So this is funny.
Uh-oh.
So close up the van. We're like, okay, we were gonna eat and everything, and then we were going into the McDonald's, and it was bad. We just said, forget it. We'll meet. It was so bad. We said we would meet at another time. That's how
No,
bad.
no,
it was.
explain bad. Was it? Was
Yeah,
it
why?
bad?
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
there a line?
Should,
Was
should
there,
we
like,
put
certain
John on the
people
spot and say
there?
what
Loose
was
condoms
bad?
and crack
John?
pipes.
No,
Yeah.
it was bad. It was like 5 people in there, and we stood there waiting, and the smells that came out of there, and there was there was nobody at the register for like 15 minutes.
He was tied up in the back apparently.
Anyways, we said we're gonna
Supposed
do
to
it
call
next
it the
time. So we're gonna plan something, which sucked, but that's fine. He had a long drive back, and he made the trip, so I appreciate that and kind of understood. But so the drive back to the border. So I have to go back, right? And I went back. It was like a 30-minute wait because people were going back to Canada. So I roll up to it's finally my turn, and I'm like nervous. Like, I roll up to the counter with the woman. She rolls down the window. First thing she says is, "Can you roll down your back windows?" I'm like, "No, it's a caravan. It's a base model caravan. I can't. My windows are tinted." And I'm like, "No, I can't." She's like, "Okay, what's up with all the boxes?" I'm like, "Okay, here we go." All I can hear is, "Jonathan, please step out of the vehicle, sir. We're gonna inspect each and every one."
Boom, 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 boom.
And then Joe was joking around saying I put like parsley bags, Ziploc bags in the box. But
oregano,
so she says,
Ziplocs of oregano. That's always good.
What's in the boxes? I told her what's in the boxes is I went to buy a collection, a friend of mine collection, and
Collection of boxes,
like collectibles. Okay, well, and I'm like, do I have to declare anything? And she's like, yeah, you have to declare everything. So I said, okay. I gave her an amount. I gave her the amount.
a fictitious amount, I'm sure.
I gave her the amount, which was
Can't say this
predetermined
live,
with Joe.
Pudgy.
Which was a fraction.
I had an email. I had an email from Joe saying this is the amount. I deleted all my Facebook conversations.
12 gigs worth of lies.
We started a WhatsApp conversation separately. Here's the thing. Okay, go through. I had to pay a little bit of customs, and that was it. Fucking 8.
They didn't open a single box.
They didn't open a box, man.
You could make the next round a lot more profitable if you put some other shit in those boxes.
Hook it up, John. Hook it up, John.
I think
Might have to pick up some parsley on your way back.
I think what it was is
I have some packages that I need to get to the board.
When you
Midnight
drive,
Express 2023.
Rob is saying tax liability friendly amount. No, because when you cross the border, if I was only in the States for an hour, so when you cross the border, you have to declare everything, and you don't get any amount tax free because it was only an hour. If I stayed there 2 days, they give you a certain allotment. So, and that was it. She's like, she wrote me up the paper. Okay, take this paper to the office, and you have to pay some customs. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Not one box open, not pulled over, nada. Beautiful.
They can't open everything. They have ways of they look at you.
They don't scan it or anything like that?
I think when you're driving your vehicle, I noticed I think there's cameras that kind of take shots or X-ray the vehicle when you're driving past into the line. They're already scanning the vehicle and they can pick up what's in the boxes and stuff.
Yeah, no man, it's all about your history. Your
history. I have no history.
That's what I'm saying, but the thing is that you're a white boy who's driving across the border. They have no problem.
Wow.
You're white privilege dad.
I'll tell you though, it was. I'll tell you something though.
So you're saying if Rashid was driving 12 boxes in a minivan, he would not have had the same experience?
What would happen, Phoenix, if
I've been through the border?
Everybody, what would happen if I came from
Oh
Canada
my God!
Going back
This would happen, Rashid. This would
Could
happen.
you take off your Timbs, Mr. Rashid?
Take your Timbs.
You be like,
Take off your
Sir, can you take off that Scully, please?
Oh my God!
No, but let me tell you. I started joking with her. This time coming back was a lady, a younger lady. So the charm.
Yeah.
That's where the gelled hair.
Unbutton the jacket a little
That's
bit.
where the gelled hair. I pulled one of these. Did the eyebrows like it was? The gelled hair was. I started joking with her. Oh, what are you doing? What are you bringing over? Collectibles? Anything else in the vehicle? Nope. The only thing else I have is my Timmy's coffee. Never leave the country without it. And then
that worked.
Which must have been piss cold.
But it was good. It worked out. Drove home. Bada boom. They're in the kitchen still.
The kitchen still.
So you verified that Joe was not an AI because I never thought Joe was real.
No,
I know, right?
I thought it was just like an algorithm.
But John, can I tell y'all a quick story real quick? Like something like with his situation. But one night I missed a flight, so I missed buying a flight. So I said, let me hurry and buy this flight, and I'm gonna fly out the next morning. So I buy the flight, say Friday. So I get on the plane and everything. My layover is in Arizona. So I'm okay. First time in number 5 seat. I'm always in the back of the goddamn plane. I don't know, man. So anyway, I get to Arizona and I'm all good and stuff, right? I'm happy. I'm walking. All of a sudden I hear, excuse me, he says Corey Davis, right? I turn around, I don't see nobody. Walking again, guy goes, excuse me, Corey Davis. Turn around, I see this tall guy, but he's not saying nothing. So the third time he says, excuse me, sir, is your name Corey Davis? I said, yes, that's my name. He said, well, you in row E5? I was like, yes. He pulls out the marshal, the air marshal.
Oh shit!
Now I'm at the food court. Yo, everybody is like busted, got his ass, and I'm, you know, like, and just like everybody, I'm timmed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking. Everybody's like, got his ass and shit. So I said, he goes, yeah, U.S. Marshal, and he was like, yeah, I just want, how you doing? I just wanted to know, could I check your bag? So I said, I showed him my ID, and then he goes, oh, okay. He said, oh, you on the job? I said, yeah. He's like, yeah, I just want to know, could I check your bag? No, there's a thick bag of comic books. So he goes, can I check your bag? I said, well, I just ID'd myself, so why do you want to see my bag? He said, oh, no, I just want to see your bag, And I said, well, I ID'd myself, and I'm law enforcement, so until you get somebody that outranks me, no, you can't check my bag.
Mm-hmm.
And he just looked at me and stuff. And I walked away. And then he and his partner was talking. And then I called my boy and I said, yo, these guys. So basically, he got on the plane and he followed me all the way to Arizona, the U.S. Marshal. They followed me.
But he should have been assigned to that plane, I think. They get assigned to.
Well, planes. probably assigned. I don't know, but I know
that was his flight.
Right. So last time U.S. Marshals came to Rikers Island, I asked him. I said, "Let me ask you a question." I had some U.S. Marshals follow me, and he was like, "Well, usually if you buy a flight the night before, that's a red flag."
It's a red
flag because I guess drug dealers will do a red flight because they got to do a quick transport. Not giving anybody information to do that. But
well, don't worry. John gave information for smuggling across the border.
I didn't give you amounts. I paid my duties. I paid my duties, and I paid everything.
Your duties, you say?
No, but the hood didn't see those comic books. It wasn't cool to have those comic books.
It was the gel.
I wasn't. Yeah, missing gel. But people at the food court swore they got a bus. They thought, everybody
got one.
And they just
lunch on the show.
And everybody was like, "Yup."
He had the
bad boys
on. He was ready.
Well,
but it was good. No, everything worked out.
I crossed the border. Yeah. I went across the border once, and you know what the border guard asked me? Which gang are you with?
Wow.
That's the question they asked. Which gang are you with? I'm like, well, you know what? I don't know with any gang. And
Yakuza?
Sure. And they looked at me twice.
Fuck, man, come on.
That's probably because he's seen you in a movie. He's seen you playing a bad guy in one of your shows. That's why.
You should have said the Latin.
He's seen you with the eye patch. He remembers.
2 blondes and
you make a good bad guy.
And you know what? The thing is, when you cross the border, shut your mouth. That's the one lesson you gotta learn. Whatever they say to you, just shut your mouth and just be curious.
Play stupid
as best you can be. Because
do you think you're being sarcastic?
You open your mouth and start.
No.
Oh shit!
What's that?
Yeah, don't be sarcastic.
Do you think he was being sarcastic? He was being sarcastic, or just he really think you? Do you think that?
No, he was just testing me. He's just testing me.
Gotcha.
So all you gotta say is, "Oh nope, I'm not in with any gang." And they look at.
I'm assuming you were younger when he did this. I'm assuming you were younger when he did this, right?
With the mustache and everything.
Yeah, a little younger, yeah.
Well, even she was smart because she asked me, okay, so your friend sold you this collection, but he would sell it to you at a discount. What's the market value? And I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, I don't know. I'm helping.
You should have said the market's low. You should have said that. The market's really low.
I'm helping a friend out. So he's going through some personal difficulties. I went over and I'm helping him out. I don't know what it's. Just play. We'll end it there.
He's giving it to me at a steal.
could have called Phoenix like, hey man, what's the price on these?
You should have played the Batman card.
she just-
Everybody loves
just
Batman.
let
He'd be
that
like,
be
I
the
just
end
got
of
some
it?
Batman in here. She would be like, oh, Batman? Okay, go right through. You
No, I
good.
didn't want to dig.
She accepted that. She just accepted her answer. She didn't.
Yeah,
say,
she was
"Look
like,
this up."
okay, like I said, there was
It's
cars
different,
lined
Boss
up.
Rushy.
So many cars lined up. So
It was
she,
all that gel in that hair.
I know, man. The coffee,
some
the
of these
gel.
border officers, man, they want to fuck up your day. Like, if they just see something about you they don't like, they'll take the piss, man. It's,
Well, you're different, but everyone don't like you. You gotta go.
Wait a second, is that
Yeah,
Buck?
man. You know, Buck. You Buck Sharpton. You know, you Buck Sharpton.
Buck
Oh,
Sharpton.
Brenton.
Buck Sharpton. Oh my
We're
god.
gonna do some Guess Who, and then we're gonna get into the news, guys. So here we go. Ready? Guess Who?
Really?
I did the Guess Who this week. So first hint:
Aunt May.
lived in Stark Tower. Wow, the fuck?
Aunt May.
Are you serious?
Aunt May.
Yeah,
Slept
that's
with
her
Tony
plan.
Stark.
Lived
Hey.
in Stark Tower. Okay, that's what. Can I give the first hint, Buck?
Does look like Aunt May.
Wow. First
Actually,
hint's lived in Stark Tower. Second one is worked for Mr. Negative.
Yeah,
that's my boss.
Wait,
Mr.
it is Aunt,
Negative.
it's Aunt
It is
May.
Aunt May.
It is Aunt May.
And married Jameson's father.
Aunt May. Yeah.
Buck, you got it.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, nice.
We need Brenton back. we need Brenton.
Buck got it.
You trying me with Spidey? Come on, man.
Get the Buck out of here.
Yeah, I knew it
That
was
was
Aunt
quick.
May once you said, yep.
I didn't think you would get Aunt May, man. Okay.
Ask him what is
There's
the
something about the
volunteer.
bun.
Yeah.
The bun that gave.
Come on, you can't tell. Danny, you're
There's
saying,
something
yeah, I
about
didn't hear
this-
any
I
guesses
mean,
out
It's
of
the
your mouth.
silhouette. You didn't,
No,
I
was
didn't
gonna
see any
say,
question.
Buck said it faster than I did, but I kind of thought it was her too.
I was thinking it too.
Because I
never
know
heard
the
of
whole
this.
family lived the whole
Yeah.
family lived under Stark. Like,
What's the
Mary
name of
Jane
the
Watson.
community
I don't even think he
outreach?
had the question yet. I just saw the silhouette and I knew it's like Aunt May.
Okay. I'll make it nice and hard for you next time.
Oh, my.
Pause.
Pause.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
next one's gonna be Galactus the
Oh.
Cloud.
no, it's gonna be
Rasheed came back to say pause.
it'll be Galactica, so you really won't tell.
Wow.
So let's get into Sideshow. So not too much Sideshow news this week, but Jem got the Spider-Gwen, the
It's your boy, Jem.
perspective one, and it's your boy Jem, man. And it looks pretty good. I think Buck, you were excited for this one, but she's what? She's like waitlisted now. She's so hard to get.
Yeah, I don't really want it like that. But if anyone wants to sell it, like, and you got the exclusive,
Jesus.
I think I
Oh,
might
damn,
be
she's on
interested.
waitlist already.
You know, just hit me up if you have this available and you just want to let it go. Like, you
Nah,
know,
Buck, I think you should
It'll
join
be
the wait
re-released.
list. I think you should join the wait list. I think you'll get one right now.
you know, I don't really want it that badly. So, like, but I'm saying again, if
He
anyone
wants
wants to let go of it, you know, just send it to
He
me.
wants crackhead price.
He's not trying to show no weakness.
Me too. Me too. I'm
Yeah.
on Crackhead Pro.
Yeah, I don't think that they should have just left the light post and get rid of that force. I think the force perspective is, is taken away from the light
Just
post.
the light post by itself would have worked. Yeah.
If they did it like the Psylocke with the light post only, oh, this would
Yes.
be like awesome
Yes.
piece.
Oh,
How are they
make it
gonna
where
support the
you
light post though?
Yeah.
No, like the Psylocke, you can remove the the sideshow Psylocke.
You can
You
move,
can
the,
remove
moon.
the moon.
That's fine, but the moon is not the base.
Yeah.
The light
It is
pole
part
has
of
to
the
be
base, isn't it?
attached. It's a part of the base, but it's not. I don't think it's supporting the base.
I think what he means is like, what would
It's not a
be
supporting
what would support
feature.
the light pole? Because right now the things supporting the light pole are buildings. So what is going to substitute that if you take the buildings away?
a taxi cab.
No, that's not a
I don't
horrible
even
idea.
think-
That's
I
not
mean,
a,
it could've-
that's actually a decent idea, John.
Yeah, I know. I was born with good ideas. Portrait looks good though.
You did that to yourself, Buck.
The portrait's the exclusive is the portrait, so I think this one's an exclusive for bust in my opinion.
This one won't make me this base altogether. I like her pose and everything. That the base won't stop me for buying this if I really wanted this character.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah,
it's good.
that's a really good idea with the cab. Oh, goodness.
See, Mark, I'm telling you. Why do I say this live? Free ideas. Mark, do you think you'll add this with the Spider-Man?
Nah. I'm not.
A ringing endorsement from
Nah, it's
You don't
easy
want no
pass
fake
for me.
ass Spider Man.
So she's on her cell phone, looking at someone. I don't know who it's looking
It's
at.
Miles.
Miles.
Oh, look at
Oh my
that.
god.
Check yourself, Rashid. Check yourself.
That's the wrong number.
I knew something was coming. I knew something.
So I guess
Doesn't look like Miles to
I
me.
guess she's the girl from the border, right?
John, when you're doing stuff like this at home, does your wife ever walk by and look over your shoulder and go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
No, she's.
Probably helped him with it. Like, here you go. There you go.
Oh my god.
Sorry, guys. No, but it is Miles. It's not
It
me.
is.
But I think it's a cool. I think out of the three, this is the best. This is the best one out of the Miles, the Force perspective. Miles, the Force perspective, Spidey, and this one. I think this one was executed the best.
Freak
John-
flag
John
says
just-
swipe left.
Wow, what a savage! That was amazing.
Oh, man. John
That
just
was
race
good.
swapped Miles. Look at him. I'm in the role now. I'm your Miles now. Look at
But
me.
yeah,
I'm your Miles now.
That
whoever
legal?
ordered this, whoever got this, who was ever able to get on the wait list and pre-order and get this order done, congrats, because I think this is a cool looking one.
Nah, it's not that hot. It's not that great of a statue. If you're
Well,
looking to
stop
let
it.
go of yours, like, you know, just hit me up.
Which picture did I get here? Oh yeah. Oh, it doesn't show. But even they got to the details of the back of the shoe, where they dirtied it, the heel of the shoe, the sole. Sorry, it was very well done, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is nice. I like this piece.
Although,
Don't be
There
all
should
or
be-
nothing.
there should be ballet flats. So, like, not shoes with treads. So I'm just saying, it's not that great of a statue. If you don't want yours, just hit me up.
Just say the
Reach
model.
out to John and tell him, like, you want to.
See, this is what Keith's campaign, not Keith's, I'm sorry, much respect to Keith's, Buck and Cass's campaign is all about. Lies and just trying to manipulate you so he could get a deal on a statue. Look at the dirt.
I
Look-
don't think the build. I just feel like the West 45th Street light posts. I love it. I just feel like they
Yeah.
shouldn't have added. Get rid of those buildings. I think the buildings wasn't necessary. I think it takes away from the light posts.
What's going on, Ross? Saying hi, team. The whole family and friends are watching. We love the show. Cheers.
Thanks
all the
for
best.
watching.
What up,
all the
Ross?
best, Ross. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, Buck's gonna be designing a possible taxi cab to replace the.
Am I?
Crashing
Force
into the pole
perspective.
to explain why it's at a 45-degree angle.
Or get the XM Rhino and get the taxi cab from that.
You know, that's not an awful idea. I don't think, but that's like broken and stuff. But if you were to use a taxi cab, want it to look like he's swinging about at like street level, you know. Even for the miles, you could do the same thing. Something similar to the scene in the first Into the Spider-Verse movie,
That'd
where
be
he's
so cool.
like, you know,
If the light pole was straight, and they didn't do the 3-dimensional base, and they straightened the light pole, and they did like the road with a car and maybe the sewer and piece of the road, like she's swinging through it, that would look incredible. But Sideshow doesn't like to pay the big bucks for. the
I don't
Canadian-
think you
Canadian
could do
talent.
like a
Buck,
massive base with this character.
anything's possible, Buck.
Congrats to the people who getting this piece. I like it a lot.
Huge congrats.
No, give it to Buck.
I wanted to mention, if you haven't already done so, have a look on Sideshow's YouTube page. They put up a video in regards to the painting process with the penguin, like a behind the scenes. It was a freaking awesome watch. It's only about 9
Detailed.
minutes. It's very detailed, and I went ahead and just linked it in the chat. So you guys give it a watch. It's really worth it. I love when Sideshow does this, so I try to promote it as much as I can because I'd want them to continue to do so. So.
Oh, they do another video with more focus on how he did the face. They skipped through a bunch of that part.
All right, Buck, but just be happy for what we have. Thanks.
No, it's also because you can see the layers of paint they use on it, the layers of paint they apply to
build
it,
them
the way
up.
they tape it, the way they like go over brushes, they go with spray. It's crazy. It's a crazy video. It's a cool video.
They use the brush to use the specs, to add the
yeah,
specs
they
and all
flick
that.
it. Yeah.
The washes, and it's unbelievable. Some news, Tweeterhead news was basic. We got to see the silhouette of the new Two-Face. Coming in both 6 scale and quarter. That's been confirmed.
Looks promising.
Superb.
Looks promising. Looks promising. I'm wondering if there's going to be any swap outs because you notice his hand is in his pocket. So does that mean we're not going to be getting the gun swap out? Coin in one hand, gun in the other, down by his, his waist.
Can't you just be happy with what we get? I'm kidding.
Oh,
Got him.
Yeah.
Rewind the tape.
Can't be happy. Yeah. Hold on, let me.
You
take
can
care
never
of
be
this.
satisfied.
Damn.
What's going on, Elena? No, we need some swap outs here. So it's not like a video. Seriously, we need some swap outs. We'll see.
How long before the complete review? Maybe a month?
I would hope by the end of this month.
You think that coin is floating?
I hope so.
No, it's not. It's like it looks like it's in his. It's like literally on the tip
It's
of
gonna
his
be between his
holding it
fingers
like
or
this.
something.
Yeah. He's about to flip it.
Would you be okay if it was released just like this silhouette? With just no swap outs, no arm swap outs or anything, just like this?
I got no skin in the game. So.
Since they're watching, no.
We shall not be satisfied.
Give us more.
Keep
See
the
how it
price
goes.
point.
The only thing I'd wish is it was a little bit one more bigger scale. Third scale would be cool, but
Oh my.
I know it's the only character I'm missing. It's the only character I'm missing now. So
This will be ordered.
see what happens. But this is cool. You're saying, Pudgy, you picked this up?
I will in 1/6. Yeah.
Check out what Jeff said in the chat.
Yeah, Jeff just mentioned Two-Face will be at Monster Palooza first weekend of June. Sweet.
I kind of want to go to that. Monster Palooza always has like crazy Twitter head statues there, so it'd be interesting going there.
Jeff usually goes and does a
Coverage.
pretty good tour of it. So we'll stay tuned for that.
Mm-hmm.
The
And check
monster
it out.
mush.
I'd like someone to give a more in-depth, tour of like the whole complex, the Monster Palooza place. You should do that, Jeff. Do a video on like everything.
Jesus.
Bathrooms and all, Jeff.
Send
Bathrooms
an
and all.
itinerary. Yeah, get a schematic, a blueprint of the building.
Listen,
Check out the food court.
Underground tunnels.
This for
Yeah.
our boy Buck. Here's the bathroom.
Here's the sprinklers.
Here's the stairwell.
Emergency exits are here and here.
Jeez. Okay, then PCS. We're gonna get into this one a little. PCS had a lot of news. I want to. This has been chatted over and over already. I want to hear your thoughts, guys, on what you think of the likeness. But this Prince, at first glance, I was like, okay, this is not bad. But I want to hear your thoughts. This is the platinum exclusive, and with this one, the major difference here is you're getting the purple guitar and design strap, the purple strap there.
Edition of 75.
Edition size on all platinum exclusives, from what I understand, are 75.
Is this the ultra exclusives or
This
is
is
this
the
the
platinum exclusive? The toughest one to
Duper.
the highest ultra
Ultra
shebang,
Magnus.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was called, but it's called platinum.
1300.
Okay.
1300 it's coming in at. With an edition size of 75.
I just saw.
What do you guys think?
Reasonable.
I think this is what it sounds like when doves cry.
Wow.
Oh man.
Got him.
Someone did it.
Oh, my
Somebody
God.
had to do it. Oh, why
Good
didn't I
likeness.
use that pose?
No, that's like
Jeez.
I am I crazy to think I would have liked to see a pose like this, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. I think
I
you
think
put
this-
it all into perspective for me with this piece.
I think this pose is great with the other one they did that I'll show afterwards. But for this outfit, this look,
I think he struck that pose in the video, if I remember right. It's all a blur, but I believe so.
I've never
I
heard
just
of
don't.
that song.
I'm not feeling. I'm not like a huge mixed media hater or anything, but this mixed media is not doing it for me. Like this right here is not doing it for me. Like the
Really?
the jacket doesn't. It
You
looks
are
more
aggressive
dollish
eating.
than it does.
So the jacket should have been more woolish type.
Yeah,
on,
woolish
because-
or silkish, or it just needed to look
And the
like
skin is a
not
little
like
gray.
an American Girl doll style of cloth
Yeah.
material, and more like oh, this is a real ass jacket.
And the
Or
skin is a
coat.
little grayish. I think it should be a little like beige rage.
Yeah, it needs to be a
Jeff is saying that PCS will be at Monster Palooza as well.
I've never heard that one. Wow.
Would you guys have liked something more dynamic out of the pose? Because the thing here is they did this pose for this rendition, and then they did it for the 2007 Super Bowl rendition of him as well. So to differentiate the two, wouldn't you have preferred maybe something like when I saw this? I was trying to Google some images. When I saw this, I thought the way his hair is, the way he's holding the guitar, just the passion, takes the passion off the stage and would put it into the statue, and I think would elevate it. That's just me.
Yeah, no, I agree. Nothing about this is, and I'm a Prince fan. Nothing about this is making me be like, I want this interpretation of this Prince there. Like you said, the stance is pretty straight, basic. The face, the likeness is not always there, but who really cares as long as you can see him, I'm guessing. The hair look like it's just poofed on. You know what I mean? Like it could come off and come on. The tail, I mean, it's just a lot that I don't like about this piece personally.
Really?
But that's just my honest thoughts on it. Yeah.
Are there any closer pictures? Well, that's just
I'll get on the next the next one. I'll get some of the portrait. So this was the exclusive, the purple guitar. So then you get the PCS Deluxe edition,
Blouses.
and this one is an edition size of 275. And you don't get the purple guitar, coming in at a price point of $12.50. And then here's a little bit of a closer image of the portrait.
I like that guitar, but you need that purple guitar. Purple guitar or bust,
Yeah.
John?
Wait, what's with the purple guitar?
It's only
That's what
platinum
I-
edition Dolby.
No,
100
I can live without the
megahertz.
purple guitar on
Yeah,
this one.
that hurts Sam's soul. Sam wants people not to give in to the PCS Platinum
I
exclusive.
want them all to be bust.
at your local hobby shop for $3.79. You can get purple paint,
You can get it. Yeah, you can make your own.
and I'll,
You guys see what
airbrush it for you.
what Slifer said? I don't know. This looks terrible. They should give a coin to everyone who buys it.
Real talk.
I don't think this looks terrible. I think
No, it looks good.
I think
Captures him.
I think it'll get, I don't think PCS should have got this license though. I think they should get something else. But for Prince fans, I feel like this is going to sell.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just for the one they did on
Prince fan?
I was a
the one
Prince
they did
fan,
on
I'll
the
be like-
bike was the Prince on the bike was.
I don't like the Tupac one though. The Tupac looking Prince, I don't like that one.
So we're gonna get to it here.
Okay.
Pop
There it
off.
is.
Pop off, Prince.
So this is
Look at
Good
this one.
life.
so this is Prince from the 2007 Super Bowl show.
That's Tupac Prince.
Third scale edition size, no edition size on this one, coming in at $12.50. This one I think was the for the pose, it was the best executed because
Oh man, this one's worse to me.
the pose was the best
Nah,
executed.
Like
here.
you can't show that side by side.
Yeah, man.
The face, okay,
Like-
no,
Wow, that's the difference.
the pose though.
The likeness
the
likeness is different though.
the likeness is different, but that's
The
all.
hair-
It looks totally
I think it's the
off.
same likeness. It's just that.
Nah, it looks totally
The
off.
same like
It
Can you
looks-
go
That's
back
the
to
new
the other
Blade.
one? I believe
That's
it's the
why I
same
book
one.
like J and
I was
D, man.
about to say something that could come off racist, but I stopped myself. One doesn't look like
Yo, that does not look like beige rage to me.
No.
That looks like
Yeah.
he's dead.
The
That
likeness
looks
is a
Yeah,
little.
Like a zombie,
he looks a
yo.
little pallid. Yeah.
Yeah, but like
And
the
it-
sculpted.
yeah. And the hair
But-
should be black, and the skin tone is just not there. This is
I-
not there.
There's no.
I think that
sweat
I
to
think
it.
that
It
picture
was
on the left
dry.
though, if you look at his skin, it's like it was taken with a purple gel light to to emphasize the purple because he's got like a purple tinge to his skin.
But
But
Pitt-
even then, you
but
see
what?
what
It
like
look
Prime
like-
did with
Look like he has
the
abominable
sweat.
fluid in his body.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
he-
exactly. There's no sweat. There's like you can see him like
That-
sort of like. in
that
it,
could be
like
due
he's
to the
performing.
photography though. That's what I'm saying.
Man, y'all should have never showed this picture on the right, man, because this
Yeah.
destroys this.
We
picture,
have to
man.
show it though because that's how we get the
No,
answers.
I know. I'm just saying that. I'm
No,
gonna
I know,
show
you're
this-
right,
I'm
though,
going to
because-
show this to Fatal and show him
Of
that
course.
Prince looks dead.
Brenda had a baby.
And
But Brenda-
this is when I first saw these, I was like, okay, this is half decent. And then today I was getting the show ready. I'm like, okay, let's start doing some homework. and I said,
Nah.
let's get
Funny
some
though.
side by sides. And
The real Prince's pose, like in that photo, is more dynamic too.
Yeah,
Like
look at look at the eyes though. Like look the direction of the eyes.
Yeah.
He's focused on something. And
so
the
this was
other
clearly
one-
the photo for inspiration for the statue, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
clearly,
Yep.
clearly it was. So I just googled it. I'm like Prince 2007 Super Bowl performance. This is what came up, and I'm like, wow, this is exact. But
I would love to see Jay. and
it
Nick
looks like a
work.
figure to me. It reminds me of a figure.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. It does. At least. Sad to say.
Yeah. No.
And I don't
get
want to
it.
rain on people's parade that are excited for this, but
Wait, would you say purple rain or just regular rain?
Wow.
Rain on the.
Acid rain, I think.
You're right, though. I mean, right down to the positioning of his fingers. It's, this
Yeah, but he
seems
has to get
be-
that. He has to get that skin tone correct. The hair, I think, is not correct. The face, I just don't think it's correct. I think this is a big miss right here.
And that's the
Yeah, the
thing
face
for
is wrong.
detail, right? We're not talking about textures of
Right.
detail, but like if you look at the guitar strap, it's you see how it's not just a flat thing, you
It
know.
look like it's metal gold on top of it.
Exactly, and that's what I mean about if you like.
You gotta be careful when you pick up license like this because, especially when you're dealing with like a Prince, Michael Jackson, Air Jordan, whatever, you got to get on
100%.
exactly.
I think-
When you're dealing with these characters, you got too many people. These characters are iconic, music artists. So
Yeah.
this right here, come on.
That strap would look better. It looks to me like whoever posed it for the photography. You see where he's gripping the fretboard. It's way too high. He should be further down the neck. If it was further down the neck, then that strap would fall the right way. That guitar should be more to our right, his left.
I mean, do you guys think
Do you guys?
he should have?
There's a style to Prince what he's doing in the live one, and the other one just sort of looks like it doesn't convey it really for me. But
Would you guys be more forgiving if this was a lower price point?
No,
yeah, because it's pretty
I mean-
expensive. Like it depends, right? Because you see hot toys that can, you know what I mean. So I'm like,
No, I'm not forgiving
Oh,
nothing. I don't think you should. I think you should trash this.
in
one.
third scale, yeah.
yeah, dirt. You're right. This is dirt scale.
What's going on,
Hey,
Jeff?
Garnos.
Thanks for stopping by. Jeff says
Yeah.
facial expression is completely different, lacks the attitude.
I agree 100% with Mr. Morris.
I do like what Slifer does say too. Imagine how Michael Jordan will be.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, you never know. They might get it right.
Now, a little tease that we got. Well, anybody else on the panel have any thoughts on this before we move on? Danny, Mark,
I think Mark has some points.
Phoenix.
I'm good.
He's like, I'm still pre-ordering this. So
You guys
fuck all
beat
of
this
you.
horse.
Oh my gosh.
How about this? We got the tease. They had mentioned last week that they were going to do a page on what's this thing these kids call Reddit. So
Oh
they
my
started
God.
a Reddit thread.
Kids.
I don't know. I hardly use Reddit, but
The Reddit.
this came up, and it's a storm. It's a quick tease at the storm they're working on. Hello.
It's not there.
It's alright.
I'm interacting with the chat.
Oh,
No.
They made it like white, and so it's hard to really see anything. They should done
Yeah,
a
you need to see
gray.
more.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah, but
can't
how about
judge
off the
it.
concept art?
Like, I think
No.
the concept art.
I'm not
I-
digging the concept part.
To me,
not?
this
I like it.
she looks
The
she
concept
looks
looks
she
cool.
looks very Indian. I don't like. I know this is probably the video game, but I think if you I don't know why you went with Storm. If you're gonna go with Storm, I feel like you should go with comic book Storm. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Storm,
And
she doesn't
then
look.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Freak Flag says.
I just read that.
Freak Flag says I can hear him singing
Little
Little
Red
Red Chevette.
Not Corvette, but sure. Nice.
That's your freak flag.
Okay,
flag.
sorry, Danny. Go ahead.
No. Receipt is still going on. Sorry.
no, I was just saying that I just feel like I wouldn't have gone with this Storm. I just wouldn't have. I wouldn't have done a 1/3 Storm. No.
Well, Danny, you're an X-Men fan. You know Psylocke and
Right, but that's why I wouldn't have did this Storm, number one, and I wouldn't have did it 1/3. I mean, if you're gonna do a Storm, do it 1/4. I mean, he should be doing all the X-Men if you're gonna do that. I don't understand why he's doing this type of Storm. I just know.
I think he's
License
taking what he
so
can
you
get
have
with
it.
the license. Yeah, like
Is this with the
Yes,
game
the
license,
gamer.
just like the Wobble?
I
Yeah.
would, you know, then I wouldn't. I just wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have made
Yeah,
it.
but maybe we'll get a swap out portrait
but
or something.
but we wouldn't get a blade if he wouldn't have done that. You know what I
Damn,
mean?
That's
Like,
true.
Rashi is like, if I
Yeah.
don't like it, it shouldn't exist.
Correct, Buck. Correct.
Danny, would you jump on this?
Off of what I'm seeing right now, I mean, from the white statue, I'm not seeing enough to make a decision. But
yeah,
just
not
off
at
the
all.
concept art, I'm not buying that Storm. It doesn't. She just looks normal. Like she doesn't look like Storm. Storm's supposed to be like regal looking.
So how about if we
That's
got
And
a
the
fine.
how about
eyebrows,
a-
the eyebrows are higher too normally.
how about a swap out portrait?
Hmm. I mean, of course that can help, but I'm just going.
Not-
I mean,
not
you're going
because-
off the concept art. Yeah.
You want to swap out because you don't like this one, not because you want
Exactly.
variety.
It's not dethroning the XM one yet.
No. Not even the sideshow one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow.
No,
I think
okay.
The sideshow one. I mean, other than the cape, I think the sideshow one looks
Yeah.
pretty damn good.
This one has a
Just the case,
sculpted cape on it. I think this you can't really like make because what we're judging right now is a pick from the game.
Picture.
We
Yeah.
already know that they're willing to like go off script a little with that, you know, because they did edit the Wolverine head on the one that
Correct.
Franco did. So I think if we give some feedback, depending on what aspects, they might be able to like change things. And I'm reluctant to just say this is awful based off of this. But then again, this is what they gave us.
Exactly.
So forget
Yeah.
You're only
talk
judging. What,
So
yeah.
I can only
So
judge
if
by
this-
the concept art because the sculpt. I mean, you're only seeing a profile of the actual
Exactly.
the
But
white.
if this
sculpture.
is what they're giving us so that we can give feedback, we better start giving feedback at this stage.
Yeah. No, I think it's too late, honestly. In terms of major changes, it's too late unless they really want to scrap it and try again. But like, I think we're seeing it like this, but they've already committed to the design. I think the problem with it that you guys are identifying with the face is that she has this kind of generic, like
exactly generic.
face that doesn't have any particularly striking, unique features that you would usually associate with like older like drawings of Storm, right? Maybe in the more modern comics they draw like really like generic as well. But you know, if you look at maybe something like an Alex Ross, like you know, design of Storm, she's got a very like very high cheekbones. The eyebrows are like distinct, like,
Yeah.
and you're not getting that here. So people are gonna complain about that. And the pose on the right looks like it's pretty museum, but
Yeah.
it might also be she's standing on a tornado and she's flying, and you just don't know. So I'm reluctant to like you know say this is awful.
So we'll
But,
wait,
like,
wait to see more.
It looks like where PCS did really well when they do the gamer license was with like the Wolverine and with the blade, where this concept art looks like it's pulling directly from a mobile game, like not even a game that had probably like a concept that was trying to be, whether it was Jim Lee or you know what I mean, or Silvestri. It
I think these
seems
are
very
mobile games.
distinct to the mobile art.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and I think that's the problem because mobile art isn't always great.
Isn't
you know
always
what I mean?
great. It says the game
Uh,
right there, Future Revolution.
Yeah, yeah, and if you look at all of those characters, they don't look like comic book. They look like stylized
Yeah.
Apple graphics. You know what I
It
mean?
depends.
But I think
Sometimes
he's been
it could be-
I think he's been using that as an opportunity to give you like a comic swap out.
Mhm.
Yes.
almost, right?
Absolutely, yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for with this since it's early because this
Yeah.
is the first time we've seen it so early, and and what gives me hope for this piece is that the ones that came out in the Gameverse from them in the past didn't look like the games, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they could do it.
They also showed or gave us some more information in regards to Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-order going up May 18th. These are
Is that the
10th scale, 1/10 scale.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 2-pack. Dan and Ryu, 10th scale statue set. the first pair in our Street Fighter Street Jam line. Launches May 18th.
That's pretty clean.
It's going to be a 2-pack.
And the price point, he said he fought for the consumer on that point, and they were able to get it to $250 for the set. So that's
Really?
$125 a piece, and that's a
That's
good
very
price.
good.
That's
That
very
is.
good, yeah.
Very good.
Thanks for sharing that, because I was about to say, depending on the price, I could see myself getting all of these and just putting them like
Shelf.
on a shelf,
Yeah.
just like boop 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 boop
Yeah.
boop. I like the what I'm seeing right now. I like where they pulling from. So yeah,
Although what I would say is the bases are very simple, which I don't have a problem with.
which they
But
need.
You
Yeah,
You
if
need
you
with
compare
it.
that to what like Iron Studio does for the same, depending, I would
but the
say
price is
if
different
you
too.
had something that looked like this from Iron Studio, it would be cheaper, I think, because they have stuff that is more complex and it's around the same price.
How
That's
does
coming out.
PCS do with their 1/10 compared to Iron Studio? Because that's a market that I don't really know
I
too
don't
much.
think they've ever done
I
one
think this is
ten.
their first.
So this is their first. Oh, so it's gonna be interesting to see how these turn out,
Okay. See.
because Iron
I guess they're
Studio.
going to try to depict that photo on the bottom there with the whole crew.
Yeah, I would love to get that, like that
Cool.
whole shelf of those things like that. That'd be great.
Anyone else Street Fighter fans here?
Yeah, I love Street Fighter, and this iteration of I think this is Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and man, I played this game forever, and this was my wallpaper on my laptop forever.
Oh, wow.
The biggest thing, like my biggest question for you guys is like, is this like a perfect example of like following, I guess, original art compared to like artist interpretation? Like, this is like literally not a ripoff, but like a duplicate of that art on the bottom. Do you guys like that, or you guys wish it
I like
was
that.
like an artist interpretation where they changed the pose or something?
You
Oh,
could appreciate both
Yeah.
approaches, because like this is pretty faithful, and people who really love this guy, I've forgotten his name, the artist that did this, but like people who
Oh,
really
Alvin
love
Lee.
Alvin Lee, yeah. If like you really love like this guy's style and they decide to go along with this, then like it will make you pretty excited, especially because it's tied to your memories of the game. This is the obviously the characters don't look like this in the game, but like this is the promo art for it, right? And so if you see this, it ties a lot of your memories in with like how you feel about the franchise and the game. So I think it's a good approach.
If you were to complete this line, would you want them to make like a separate base that maybe they can be
All
close
beyond
together like
on
that?
like street, yes,
crazy.
that would be
Yeah.
that would be the
I
best
would make a
situation.
street background for that stuff.
Exactly,
'cause,
that'd
like,
be cool.
Do you,
yo,
do you guys
Street Fighter
remember?
Alpha was the shit.
Do you
when
guys remember there was a custom that like had all the Street Fighter characters? It was like 1/6 scale, but they were all polystone. Do you guys happen to remember that one?
I
remember seeing the
I've
picture.
seen that.
Yeah,
Custom?
that one looked legit because it was
Did they ever
complete.
finish that?
They
Unlicensed?
finished it, but it was like I think it was a 1 of 1, but it looked awesome. Like they did the whole art piece.
I think it was Ed Pantera that sculpted those.
Yeah.
It looked amazing. But like everyone's saying in the chat, if they promise to finish this line, that everyone's on it. I'm
Yeah.
kind of in the same boat. If I only get like 10 of these characters and they don't complete the line, I'm like, what
Well,
did I
look
do?
at all of
Well,
this
how do you
posting that
how do you
PCS
secure
showed
yourself like that?
that most of the
Yeah.
people like saying that they want to get or interested in it. So if the pre-orders are there, I'm pretty sure they probably. It all
could
depends on
reason
what
to
the finished
pre-order.
product is too, right?
To let them know you want to
If
see
they give
this
you from
line
T
finished.
Hawk to Sagat, I think you Sagat. You could.
Alvin Lee, that's what it says. Correct, Freak.
They better get Akuma
31
done.
characters on this, I believe, unless I miscounted. So 31 times 250, and that's assuming like all the sets will remain the same price.
We don't do math here, Buck.
Yeah,
We
but
don't
that's
do
fine.
math.
But the thing here is they have to commit to this because it would be a travesty to start it and then not commit to it fully. So
I wish
That
their
commitment's a
bases-
two-way street, though.
Yeah.
Well, for sure.
They're not going to come out and make 30 pieces if 10 of them don't sell.
for sure.
Let's make the next 20.
You get any precious metal with these?
Yes, actually, I believe you
You
will.
probably get bronze though, so cheap to buy.
Not bronze. They'll do silver, because they said and it'll probably be half ounce.
If
But-
I win that coin, I'm going to an arcade and putting it right into the machine.
I think this is a good idea too because Ryu with Dan doesn't make sense too much. It would have been cool if they had Ryu with Ken, but to make this sell, they put these two
Exactly.
together.
Yeah.
One main
Yes.
character with a
Because you
secondary
can put.
character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. this
Slifer
way
says
people
if they
just don't
keep the
get
two
one.
packs going, they can do it. They'll be able to.
Yeah, I mean, like think about it though. I just want to so you guys understand. There's 31 characters in there and
Mhm.
250. That's 7,750 for the whole set.
Day one.
They want stuff.
Okay,
Little by
You get
little.
like
Yeah, but Street
Buck,
Fighter fans.
if you sit down and add up how much you've spent on food for the last 10 years,
Yeah.
But Street
know what I'm
Fighter
saying?
fans will
You
pay
feel
it.
like it's
Just
a
like
rap, yo.
I was
sobering.
literally, I was
When you look at it
literally
like that,
playing
it's sobering.
Yeah, I was literally playing the game before before we went live.
over a certain amount of time, no
Street
one's going to be
Fighter
picking it up at one shot. But look how
Mhm.
people paid for the Iron Studios Sentinel diorama. People who are fans of the Street Fighter, you're not gonna get this anywhere else right now.
Look at Roland in there,
That's
man.
fair.
They got some.
I was
You know
just,
what?
I was just
I think
pointing
it's
it
a
out.
missed
I don't think it's a
opportunity,
reason
though.
not to buy it.
Cammy's gonna be beautiful.
I think
We
the missed
Wow.
opportunity there is with the bases, though, because if they would have did something like the proximity pieces for the Transformers,
that
where you can
RoboCop
make
out of
sure
here.
you get them close, because I don't know how close you're going to be able to get them like that post. You see, they almost on top of each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, you won't
Because
be.
they're
And I would like
interacting.
them to line
That's-
up like the poster, but with those circle bases, they're not. They're going to be gaps.
Yeah.
So I don't
I
know.
know you're right.
Shut up.
Wow.
Get that.
Wow.
Dude, she heard the gaps.
We got a tease, well, full reveal, but the first time we're seeing their RoboCop hasn't gone up for order yet, but should be going, I think, June. They're saying.
I'm not a fan of that. If you go back to the other picture, that little thing that says "Do not touch." Who do you think we are?
I actually went back.
Nah.
Do you think the RoboCop is a little too blue and purplish?
I didn't like the purple. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, I think this is
The highlights, the purple highlights.
is this PCS?
Yeah.
Yo, they
SPC.
need to.
No, it's yeah, just kidding.
I thought this was a custom.
Yeah, this is too. It looked like I don't know what's going on with them. It looked like
Someone's-
the alphabet people got a hold of this.
Wow.
Some of the purple from Prince spilled over.
I didn't get that
Vote
reference.
I
Rashid.
didn't get it either. That was
The Rainbow Coalition.
Vote Rashid. Vote Rashid.
Yeah, what's up with that purple highlight though?
Oh, actually, I'm looking through Google Images. It's kind of purple. It's highlighted purple on it too.
Yeah, but
it
not
was
honestly
raining
though.
purple rain.
Not like this. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to pull off the apocalypse shit with this type one. It's a very light purple. It's not this.
This is from RoboCop 2.
Oh, Robo. Yo,
I could share if you want, John.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, he looks like this.
Okay, 1 second.
Was RoboCop 2 good? Because I didn't know if you saw that crap.
How can you call it crap if you never saw it? What's the matter?
Yeah. Hashtag judge.
How can you vote for a man who's placing judgment on something?
Look.
There's a little bit of
Yeah, look at that.
It's a darker, deeper purple.
Yeah, but there's no blues. That's the thing.
Now you got there's blue.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
there's
you go.
blues.
Blue.
No, but on the
Even
go
on
back to
the-
Right there on
picture,
the cover.
Go back to this
go
one.
back to the statue. There's blues on the helmet, and then you didn't see it.
No,
there.
there's blue all over. You're on the chest. Oh man, you must be in the Rashid
Oh, look at
cabinet.
Prince. Look at Prince.
Dude, hashtag judge.
No, see, this is a lighter. The other one is a very metallic and dark version.
I think it's like a pearlescent, like sheen with
Would
the.
you rather it be?
Yeah, this
warm
is kind of
blue?
flat. I think, at least on the right, it is.
This is tough, man. I always remembered him being silverish bluish, but
Yeah.
not purple.
I guess that's my icon or
I never watched RoboCop.
Watch
my
part
iconic
2.
imagery.
Damn it, John.
For some reason, I'm not surprised, John.
But we'll wait to see more. Whatever happens. This was actually at. I think this was shown at. Marcos is doing his grand opening.
Collector Zone.
Collector
Yep.
Zone. Yeah, Marcos from Collector Zone did their grand opening. I think it's today and tomorrow. So that's.
Do you guys
wanna
like the
see-
pose?
No. If you want to
Yeah, I
see
think it's a
footage
little-
on like the opening, go check out Hey Stats. He's been posting that.
Prime 1, we got some news. Nothing too crazy, but there's xenomorph eggs. Went up for order. If you guys are
Yeah, I actually like the eggs. I like those eggs.
scrambled or sunny side up.
I just look at the
$350 for this thing.
Yeah, so closed.
And it looks worth it though.
Closed egg. Closed egg, you're getting $2.99. So this won't be $2.99 for the closed version.
Yeah.
And then you can get the open edition as well.
Yeah, I like the open edition
for $3.49.
This is crazy.
Jesus.
This is
So of
dope.
course you'd want one of each to display them together.
Yeah.
Smart.
I like this.
No edition size
what's
yet.
the dimensions on this? What's the dimensions on this?
Oh, that I didn't get.
Any idea? No.
Now you're gonna have to pull up from Prime 1.
Prime 1 does some great work though. Like even a freaking egg, it's just sort of like
face hugger.
Wait, Rashid, you really get this?
The egg? No, I'm not into aliens like that, but yeah, I would get those eggs. I like those
if
eggs.
I was into aliens, I'd
That's
get
a good
two of these
accent
things.
piece. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good accent.
it's a nice piece. The one that's open, I think, is very detailed.
Yeah, but don't
Are
you have
you
the
getting the
OG
Ripley?
Sideshow one?
No, I have the I just
The
have
face
the
hugger.
Yeah, I just have the face hugger. But I can still put that.
Sideshow did a life size one.
Yeah, I have
Closed
the
life size.
yeah, I have the what you call it, the king face hugger. But I could put this around.
Yeah,
I
I
have
wonder,
the-
Slife,
I
are
have-
you getting this? I wonder. If
I have
you-
the dimensions if you guys want it. So
Thank you,
it's
yeah, shoot it.
28.5 centimeters, which is 11 inches tall, and
Oh, it's
it's
decent size.
26 centimeters, 27 centimeters wide.
Jesus, Steve, spit it out.
Oh wait.
It's which is 10.6 inches wide, so it's pretty big actually.
That's what she said.
It's
That looks so
you.
moist.
I like the detail.
Damn.
Yeah.
Open up
Words
the
are getting
egg.
mixed
She
up
said that
today.
too. Dan.
Thank you.
I probably
Appreciate
get
that.
like one open and
I had
one
to lick my
closed.
lips. That's so moist.
Oh.
Damn. This whole panel is very sus tonight.
After it gets
past
us an
all-
hour.
Yeah.
What
We're at
do
the
you mean
club,
by
man.
sus, Spot?
Thanks, Steve, for that.
At this point, the Warriors ain't catching up, or they lost.
I didn't think anybody was even interested in these, but yeah, I think this would be cool as a. I'd put them in the fridge just to scare the wife. Honey, I think the eggs are bad.
I thought you was gonna say
It's an
because,
ostrich
like,
egg. If it's 11 inch by 10.
Edwin
I wish they would
Diaz.
do like I wish they would do this one like 1/3. That would be
The sculpt
nice.
looks amazing.
Yeah, the water effect. I love that.
You see the slime on each side of the opening egg and shit.
look at the webbing stretch or whatever that is. Yeah, you talking about the slime? Like, yeah, that looks crazy.
That face hugger look like Archangel.
Wow. How dare you.
All
Oh
right,
my
we're gonna go on, move on to the Giganotaurus here,
Alright.
whatever the hell.
What'd
this
you
is.
say?
Giganotaurus.
12 gigs of Textosaurus.
Giganotosaurus?
Giganotosaurus. Giganotosaurus. Giganotosaurus.
Gigantorous.
Just pronounce the final
Some
battle.
fucking dinosaur here.
Giganotosaurus.
1,099, edition size of 300, 1/15 scale. Yeah. I like the
Wow.
trio here. The trio looks good.
Yeah, Prime One, you're getting detail with these
Yeah.
dinosaurs. It's
This
amazing.
thing's next level.
The one I
Rob
like, they
Barnes.
did a half scale blue.
Yeah. That
That
was
was
nice.
cool. Yeah.
Rob Barnes is digging the eggs. What are they called again? The xenomorph eggs?
Xenomorph eggs.
Xenomorph
And then this is the bonus part. Looks like a fossilized tooth, so that's not bad.
bonus.
Bonus or bust? It's for Sam.
Let's see. We evaluating.
No busting, please.
Is that supposed to be?
No bust. You don't
what is
need.
that
You don't
supposed
need
to
that.
be? Is that a tooth
Yeah,
or something?
Tooth.
That's
Yeah, tooth.
Yeah, you don't need that.
It's like a snow cone or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like a
It look-
tooth.
It looked like a snow cone on a piece of chocolate.
It's
Yeah.
missing like
Yeah, it's kinda-
missing the root and
What are you
like
gonna say? It looks like an almond.
A
Yeah, I
rotten
wanna-
candy corn.
I want
Can't
to
see the
mention
roof.
this.
Because shouldn't a tooth be more ivory?
Are you?
No.
Are you?
Not if
What
it's
do you call the
fossilized.
dinosaur experts?
Danny's a paleontologist.
enamel is worn off, Danny.
Yeah, enamel, whatever.
Okay, this is the last piece of Prime One news that I wanted to mention to you guys. So a fellow
Oh, look at
collector
the hair.
had posted.
Oh, she's losing her hair.
This is a travesty. So,
For my
That's a
friend.
deal breaker.
Sad.
Emmanuel, is it?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Emmanuel had posted this. It is very sad.
It's a good movie.
Prime One. What was this? The Wonder Woman and Hydra.
Yeah.
Beautiful piece, stunning piece. But these issues that have been happening, and I've seen some people I watched the YouTube video of someone did a hack on how to repair this, and I was just like, no,
What
can't
they
do
heat
that.
it? What did they heat it up with for
No,
Heat it up and
oh,
then
you
You
gotta
you
use
glue.
black
No,
tape or
they
something like
they
that.
put glue, right, for the head to rest. They put glue, and then just put black tape to hide the
So
skin tone
awful.
there.
wow.
How do
It
you use
was
black
bad
liquid?
I mean, not just painted. If that's
because
a problem, that's
because with his it wasn't.
The
It
gap
was
was
not
even
sitting
worse.
properly, so
Well,
the
let me
Uh-huh.
weight was not supported. So he put the glue
Gotcha.
and then the black double-sided tape to
let me ask you a question. Is this hair comes off or it's
Yeah, it
stuck?
comes off.
the
It comes
Okay.
back of
off.
the hair comes
Because I
off.
was going to say all he
Both
had to
pieces.
do
Both? Okay.
Yeah.
to fix it, all you have to do is get sculptor's clay and put and just,
Fill the gap.
fill the gap, scrape it
Fill the
like
gap
hair and fill the gap and then just paint it
and
with
paint it.
airbrush
But
it.
like
Yeah.
after once
But-
all the once you pay everything, this is about $2,000.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, you don't want
messed
to
up.
be doing body work. I don't want to buy
So
something and have to
the
do
crazy
body work.
thing is, like, Art, the statue collector, received this, has the same gap. Mr. X received this. He only got the collector's edition. Same thing, same gap.
Everybody has
Another guy I know got it, same gap. So like, this is one piece that we talked about earlier that I was looking at, and this is where I was like, man, this is gonna go for sale pretty soon. I feel like there's already 5 already listed. People are gonna get this more in hand. And I was talking to the doctor about this one. I was like, what would help this? Like, would a stronger magnet help it or something? And he says, like, the hair's too heavy. She has so much hair where it's too heavy. Where they should have
So it
like
lifts.
It's made out of
Yeah.
PVC.
they should have
Instead of
like
PVC.
they should have done something with the magnet, or they should have made the indentation where her head falls in a little bit
Wow.
bigger. So
So
yeah.
you're saying this is crack prices coming up?
Yeah, exactly. So
Question.
like, keep an eye out for me.
Question, like, this piece is beautiful, right?
Yeah.
But would this stop you from buying it? For me,
100%.
yes.
That's the thing.
At full
Do you think you
price.
can see it with
No, if
like
I get a
normal viewing
discount-
angles?
Yeah.
It-
No,
it-
for
it-
full
it-
price, like you, like
Nah, I would try to get a discount. If you give me a discount, then I could fix it myself
salvage it.
with the
So to
sculptor
Danny's
clay.
point, from what I hear, when you're looking at the statue directly,
Right.
You can't
like on
see
the
it.
left, you cannot see it.
It
That was
depends.
my
Some-
question. Yeah.
Some people have worse gaps. Like it varies across collectors. I've seen a bunch of videos, and this is like mild compared to some of the stuff
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah, someone put their finger in there, and if it, then that
Yeah, like I said,
Wow.
no, you put your
previous-
finger in there.
the
Sounds
previous
like
guy, the previous guy had to glue it. This one, he can literally take the hairpiece off, paint it black, and yeah, it's not right, but you know what I'm saying?
Dude, I like the hydras though.
But
Hydras are
knowing
amazing.
that gap is there
Oh,
is
that
gonna mess
bothers me.
me up.
That
Yeah,
would
I'd be like,
bother me so
man,
much.
please don't look back there. Please don't look back there.
Like stuff like that, I gotta mess it up myself for me to live with it. If
No, I
I'm
think-
buying it
I
from
think
the
that could
company
be
and
a
it's like
good
this, I'm
fix.
not happy.
I think if you use
It's
a
easy to
hair
fix.
dryer.
Little Sharpie.
No, I think you get a
Hair
hair
dryer.
Yeah, or if you, like I said, sculpted clay will fix that. All you do is
Mhm.
you use the sculpted clay and you fill in that gap, and that's it. If they would if they would sell these at a discount because of the situation, easy fix.
The reason why this happened is because there's so many like parts to make this hair work. And the thing about molding and casting things is stuff is gonna move around and shift, and you're not gonna get the exact shape because the silicone is like malleable. And when like the exothermic reaction is happening, the heat is gonna cause things to like warp.
This is silicone.
No, this is a
No,
No,
silicone.
it's supposed to-
But like that, the silicone mold, right?
Okay, got you.
You're casting it. And so when you got too many complex pieces trying to fit it together like this on a high run, you're gonna have issues. The problem I see is that they saw this at the factory when they were packing it up, and they said, "Fuck it, we're gonna do it like that." I think that's messed up. You
Yeah, the
you can't
QC
charge
was out to
people, you're
He's
lunch.
not wrong. If it was 1 or 2, 3, a handful, the amount that we're seeing, no.
The price is what kills the gap for me.
Mark, is this something you'd still consider picking up if at a discounted price?
If it was a character I wanted, I might risk it. And if the picture you have on screen right now, I don't think is bad. Like I think, like I would paint it myself probably. I would
Considering
if you
it's
just
an
put
angle.
yeah. If it depends in person, can you see that gap from head on, or you have to do an overhead shot to see it?
Yeah.
It depends how it looks in person. Like if I can see it head on, looking, straight at her, then it would bother me. But if I can only see this like from looking atop, then
Like an
I
aerial
would
view?
be aerial view. I would
from
be
drone
okay
view.
with
Yeah.
painting it myself, and if it's a character I like, that wouldn't have stopped me. But if like casual said or whoever said like if the gap's pretty prominent, you can fit a finger, um, that would be too excessive for me to want to keep it or fix it.
Yeah, I think your friend here, Buck Emmanuel, he got kind of the one of the better situations with the damage, but because like I said, I saw ones where he had to glue it and use tape, but he should definitely get some sort of if he's gonna keep it, some sort of credit.
You're gonna get $45.
Yeah, but
45.
using tape, that's real ghetto.
Yeah.
I guess this is the
Like,
better part of not POing, right? Get everybody else have theirs,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then decide if you want to buy it or not.
Good
And
point.
But you guys
the
all
thing
screw it
about-
up. You guys bitch about the ESIs. Now they're giving low ESIs. You screw everything up. I
Yeah.
blame on you guys.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Hey, whoa.
John.
Oh,
And like
We're
the
a
guy
team,
that
you know
glued
that?
the hair on, he can never ship this out again.
yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
local sale.
Phoenix, I blame the high price of Hush Superman on you because you've
You bought
captured the
3.
market.
He's been acquiring all the extras to come up.
Hopefully, Prime One wakes up because they're knocking out of the park with some of the product, but letting something like this, to Buck's point,
Yeah.
if it's an engineering issue, the second they saw this in the factory, it should have been caught.
But that got delayed multiple times. It might have been. It had so many
They
issues.
couldn't
You're
fix it.
like, we're just gonna like this is one of the smallest issues we faced in production, and we're gonna let it out. I think they shouldn't have, but I think this statue was already having issues in production, and so they are like, we're gonna live with this. I will take the heat.
Maybe it was the shipping containers; they weren't air conditioned, so.
Air conditioner.
Hey,
So, question for you guys: Wait,
no more
the
questions.
if you order that from Prime One, you have to pay the shipping back to them, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
So,
Nah.
if, let's
Really?
say
Yeah.
the shipping's $500, would you guys blow
Of
the
course
$500?
No, I just tell my bank
No,
to
you put
refund
it
me
in
my
a buy
money.
sell group.
No, what do you mean buy sell money group? I tell the bank to give me back my money and I'll get it.
Yeah.
And like Prime One will blacklist me, but I don't care. Like
Second,
Like-
I don't blow anybody. Just kidding.
why would I pay to ship this back to Prime One? They have to pay for it. If they give me
no.
a faulty product.
Thank you, Sam.
I got
For sure. Yeah, they make you pay the shipping back. No way
Yeah.
I would be doing that. That's one of the main reasons I don't order directly from Prime One.
Yeah, that's true. But sometimes they have pieces that only they sell, so that you got no other choice.
I adopt Phoenix's way of collecting at that point. The 5-year plan.
Yeah.
I go to my bank. They ask me what my 5-year plan is. I say Polystone. XM Studios, just a quick one, was the Dark Knight's Metal play on. This is now the medieval. They're doing medieval.
This Dark Knights of Steel, not Dark Knights.
No, but I'm saying it's like not an adaptation, but it's
Elseworld.
Yeah.
Elseworld.
But you know
or
what? If it's that Elseworld,
along that story of where it's a different.
No, it's not. It's not the same storyline as
No, I'm
that.
not
Right.
saying it's the same. I'm just saying it's similar to like how they adopted the Dark Knight's Metal theme in their pieces. Now they're doing
Okay.
the medieval.
Yeah.
But regardless, this is the Batman, and they're doing. This is the Superman. There's going to be a Batman and so forth, but I don't know how many people are going to be interested in this.
not many.
I think the Batman will look good.
Superman collector out there, like the BSC, is there a Superman equivalent?
Yes. His name
Who
is
is-
Stewart.
Stuart Murray.
Stewart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I knew Stuart.
He buys everything Superman.
I've never heard of this, so and it's a shadow, but I'm not.
We'll have to wait to see more, but it seems to be an armored Batman. So
The Batman
armored
is pretty
Superman.
awesome.
I keep saying Batman, but Superman.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's a good
Batman.
He
read.
rehearsed it for the border.
Yeah, it's a good read because the
Wow.
the whole story is that Superman's mom and dad survives the trip to into the Earth in the medieval age, and they became the kings and queens of that time.
So you buying this, Phoenix?
I don't think so. I like the comic though, because in the comics you could kill off certain characters
Yeah.
with no repercussions. So I like that storyline. Yeah. But as a statue, I don't think so.
And the design for like Superman in this, he doesn't have his crest like
No.
is on his chest, so it's barely Superman. Even the
Yeah.
colors are like barely reminiscent of his blue and red with yellow.
Yeah.
It's like it's barely there. But Batman's costume, his design in the book is actually pretty sick. So I'd like to see that as a statue. For this, is barely even Superman, so I'm not interested.
Well, hopefully we get a full reveal soon, and we get to see that Batman going up as well. And then finally, on the news front, some big news from Legendary Beast. Their third scale Iron Man went up for pre-order. Just to first, of course, give some recognition to the artists that worked on this. Of course, Jay did the concept design. Alex Malvita did the sketch design. Ryan Serrano worked on the sculpt, as well as Alan Macedo worked on the sculpt as well. So you get two versions here. You get the regular edition and the premiere edition with all the swap outs. The regular edition, Jay had posted, goes for about 1,650 USD, with and then the premiere edition goes for about 1899 USD. Edition size is 499, made to order. What do you guys think about this?
Damn.
In regards to, let's tackle in regards to price point. How do you feel about the price point?
Silence.
It's the
Silence
regular
is
again.
golden.
The regular is what?
1650
16?
for the regular, 1899 for all the swap outs.
I thought they were trying to
Should be
keep their
one
prices
torso.
for like 1,400 or something.
Sorry,
It should be
Steve.
one. It should be one torso with the arm switch out, right, for the regular.
Because Jay voted for Rashid.
Correct.
That's why I have.
Jesus.
There's
Oh, brother.
What do you think, John? It's kind of expensive, isn't it?
Who's price out now?
what's the price again?
Damn.
For God's sakes, are you listening? 1650 for the regular, 1899 for the Prestige, the Premier Edition. Yeah, I think it's priced. I think it's expensive for this. Because I was talking to Buck backstage before the show, and although Thor was released earlier, some years ago, the amount of detail on Thor's base alone is devours this. Do I think it's LBS? Personally, no. I think it's XM. I think it's XM steering the ship here. And the faster that LBS can cut themselves away from XM, the better it's going to be. Because XM's the one steering the ship here with their price points. Because Buck said a phenomenal point. I don't know if you want to say a Buck or in regards to the pricing.
Yeah.
Go
It's
ahead.
like I imagine XM. So there's like two factors. XM might be trying to separate the LBS line in terms of price points from their quarter scale, because when you're selling a third scale piece and it's combined with XM and LBS and it's really close in price to the quarter scale, you're gonna have to asking yourself, why should I be buying an XM version? Why is XM overpricing their shit? And then there's also the fact that aside from that, there's like two studios eating out of the pie here right now, and so it's even more expensive. A similar situation you'll see where like it's Prime One and Square Enix. Anytime they do a Square Enix piece, they have to share the profits with Square Enix, and then they sell it on the Square Enix website and not on their own website. And the prices are always ridiculous, extremely ridiculous. And so I
got to watch this live.
At least recently, they released a quarter scale piece from an anime, and it barely had any switch outs, and it's over $2,000 retail. And like again, it's just that I think two studios are eating out of the pie, and also, XM wants to create that separation between the price point on this and their regular stuff.
I personally think XM is holding LBS back, in my opinion. That's my opinion, but I think.
What about the piece itself?
out of the
I like the piece myself.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I like the piece. Personally, I would have liked the one where he's putting on the glove. I was hoping that would have been a regular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's one of the premier torsos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
So,
Are you thinking about this, Pudgy?
Yeah, no, yeah, yes. The desire is there, but literally, I'm at space critical.
I like that. Space critical.
1/6 is not a problem, but the 1/3 I have to be really selective, and I got between Green Lantern and the Hulk. And after that, I mean, like I like that Thor. I like that Franco Thor a lot, and I would like to incorporate it too, but the room is not there right now.
Yeah.
See what Jeff said here is I think what they're using as the ploy. He said it's pricey, but I ordered the premiere arts video showing the 4 Avengers together looked so good. It's stunning.
Amazing, yeah.
It's without a doubt, it's
Now
stunning.
that complete lineup, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an eye-catching piece too. Those colors pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those primary
So
colors.
like with this one, I feel like the price is definitely up there. It's very pricey, but I guess I don't know if you guys could correct me here. Are we getting 4 different torsos, or are we getting 4
That's what I was trying to figure out.
There's 2 torsos, and then there's arm switch outs and portraits. There's the modern torso, and then there's the classic torso.
Okay. The price is definitely up there for me. Like compared to like Thor, Hulk. Like seeing this, like how much is Hulk already gone on PO already?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But how much
It's
was
like
that?
$2,000. It's like
$2 grand.
I think the regular version for Hulk is a little bit less than $2 grand, and then the one with the torsos goes beyond that. But with that, you're getting a lot of mass with Hulk.
Yeah, a ton of mass, and you're getting like those
3 torsos.
Like,
3 torsos.
bust stands.
Man, I don't know.
This looks
But
like
this
this
is
has
the-
bust stands as well.
One.
This gets
A
one
bust
bust stand.
stand.
Only
Yeah.
one bust stand.
And then the base is significantly smaller.
I think this was strategic from XM. I think this was strategic, making him last and being like, well, people who bought the Thor, bought the Cap, they want the Hulk, and guess what? They're gonna wait. And they're not gonna pick up the Iron Man. We'll put a little bit of icing more on top of the sale.
You think it's an Iron Man tax because he's popular too?
No, I
Like
just think people are gonna want to complete the line, like Jeff said. I think
That's
Jeff
the line thing too.
hit the
Yeah.
nail on the head.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so if you got 3 and you're a huge Iron Man fan, like I think they know people might pay a little for this one if they want to complete it a little more.
Yeah, John, you have the Captain America, you got the Thor, you have the Hulk coming in. Are you going to be getting this guy?
You're not going to get the Iron Man.
I don't know. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
yet.
For one torso, Hulk is 2,200. That's what Shalana says.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know what move I'm gonna make yet on this, especially with him, with Jay announcing the DC license.
Yeah.
You think Jay would do a limited base like I had talked about before to make all
If you give him the idea, if you pitch the idea and
We did. Yeah.
He
if you
did.
pitch it to him,
did.
and it's reasonable and there's
Right.
enough demand for it, Jay's the kind of person that'll put that.
because I think it would be excellent if he and maybe you could pitch it out to him, Kaz, like if it was a base that said the Avengers spelled in the front, and you was able to put every which one of them in one base and probably a limited edition base to put these together. Because it's like
I'm gonna tell him. You know what Rashid said? Rashid said.
Yeah, tell him I said that.
The
Maybe he'll do it.
press said.
But I feel like
I don't know.
you trying to put that.
That sounds like a woodworking project to me.
With molding and fitting everything in appropriately, and
Yeah, but that's you know what it is. He's in the game to make money, and would this base sell? I think it would. If you if you could put all of them on this one particular base that's limited to 100 or 150 that says the Avengers, and you could put all of these guys on there. So now you have an option to either put it separately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
That's why it's limited. That's what I'm saying.
I think you're right with I think it's a good idea with having a base where everybody could be flush,
Mm-hmm.
or they can all sit on the same style base
Mm-hmm.
where it's not different. Because Iron Man's a little bit different than the other
Right.
ones, to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
and so is Cap.
Right.
But I think the other thing is you have to look at is again that XM wall. XM needs the approval. Will have to do the approval, I think. And is that something they'd be interested in doing?
That's true.
What do you guys like better, the classic or modern torso? Because I think that's the big difference. Because you look at the regular edition, those are the two that I would probably use. I probably will never
The
use
classic.
um the what is the portrait. I'll use the open up face, but I won't use the one down
It's
there. So I'm
Tony
like the
Stark.
regular one. Yeah, I'll use the regular one. And I think I'll be good, like with this one
Well,
personally.
the sculpt on that Tony Stark is very comic accurate. It's
No, I get that, but
it's the I know the tone. Some people were a little frustrated with the tone.
Jetman did a video on it. They
Uh,
definitely lighten up the tone on the skin.
Yeah.
yeah, they updated it a bit. So
That's good to hear.
I was gonna ask, John brought up something. He said like he said he said he said XM is holding LBS back, but I have a question in that like the LBS is getting something out of that relationship with the manufacturing expertise and the license from Marvel. So like I guess, do you think if they were to step away in a world where LBS was to get the
Marvel
license,
license. Yeah.
right? Do you think they'd be able to produce to the same quality that they've been doing while they were with XM? Because with XM, they got the XM style box, they got the XM, I'm assuming factories, because XM has some of their own factories.
Mhm.
They probably got XM's QC.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of benefits they would have gotten in terms of just production and from XM. So do you think you're gonna get that same quality? Because it's always easy for people to assume that the bigger entity in a partnership is like controlling the smaller, more creative, smaller entity, and they're the ones like just taking advantages. Every bad like outcome is because of the big group. But
yeah,
I've seen this happen several times. Whenever they split up, the smaller group gets to do whatever they want, and then they mess up a bunch.
So what did XM have that um what did XM have in the beginning that LBS didn't have? You
I,
mentioned
I mentioned
the
yes,
QC, the
production,
factories, the production.
factory,
So and
so the paint quality and
hold
stuff
on.
like that.
What gets you all that?
What gets you all that?
What gets you all that? So money.
It's
So
not just money, right?
I think with the right investment, I think with the right investment and support behind LBS, I think with Thor and Cap, LJ and LBS, they've kind of sat back and they've learned a lot through that process and how things work. So I think with the right amount of money and influx and support behind them, we'll have to see
I
what happens.
the reason why I question that is because, like I'm saying, you see other similar scenarios, and even the once the split happens, everyone has so much faith, and they like it's the money. There's a groundswell, and they put out something, and it's a flop, and now there's no fallback guy. But I'm not
it
saying that's
happens
gonna
a
happen
lot
with
in
LB.
gaming, but I know exactly
Exactly.
what you're saying.
Like, it does happen. And I'm not trying to say that's going to happen with LBS, but I'm always hesitant to just make XM the bad guy in this
Yeah, I agree
relationship,
with that.
because LBS is getting something out of the relationship with XM, right? They do get something out of it. The license isn't theirs. LBS can't just get it on their own, like at the moment. So they do need it from XM, and XM wants to get something in return. But I do see the situations where, like, as the consumer, we're left hanging, or like we're left with unfortunate scenarios because of that strange relationship between them. So that's why I'm just asking. It's like, do you all think that, how much faith do you have in LBS to keep on producing at the same level if they were to split up with
Well,
XM?
well, the
Well,
fact
I
that they,
think.
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, John.
No, finish, please.
The way I look at it is XM is like Costco. LBS is like a company that goes into Costco and they produce their own stuff, but they need Costco, XM to distribute and promote all the stuff. So you make your company. It's like it's a promotion, right? You become, because XM is like Costco. They make the company well known. Once you well known, establish yourself, then you can break off from Costco or XM. That's how I see LBS benefiting from that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think I think I would have faith just because now it's on you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
before now all eyes are going to be on you. This is your project from start to finish. You call all the shots, and it's going to be a personal reflection. This will be the first solo effort. So I would have faith that just because of that, and because that'll be the maiden piece that starts off a whole line, they're going to probably really make sure that it's done right.
Yeah.
Whether then they maintain that, that's something to see down the line.
Yeah. I mean, I have faith that they're going to continue doing what they do. Like people really enjoy their product. It might free them up to be able to be a little more creative.
Yeah.
I never say that I think they're going to succeed or fail, because that can happen in any of those circumstances based off whatever they decide to do. Wish them well, but ultimately, I don't know their relation. I try to stay me personally, but I like listen to the conversations, but I don't really talk too much about the business because I know how different things could be perceived one way
On the
and
outside.
communicated out another in all instances. And I'm not saying which one's doing it, which one's right, wrong. I'm not there. So, for me, I'm like, if they can make products like they continue to make on the DC site that people love, I think they'll be fine. I don't. Yeah, they probably get more freedom, or they probably got too much freedom, because both of those things could go either way.
Somebody to rein you in.
You see that with directors too, when they're like they have maybe a co-writer and they're like working with a co-writer.
Taika Waititi.
The first movie is amazing, and then the studio's like, "Oh, you get all the power now,"
Yeah.
and then they produce trash. When they don't no longer have a limiting factor, because you never know what like the other person in the partnership is contributing to make that final thing. Because I'm not saying LBS isn't bringing anything to make that unique piece that we get that's amazing. It can be that what we like is a chemical reaction between XM and LBS.
Yes.
But when you get only LBS, the final product, it might be lacking in some way. But we are yet to see. It could actually be a better thing.
Time will
And
tell.
so, yeah, time will tell.
Is the band better together or after they break up?
Yeah.
These are the days of our lives.
Wow. Huge congrats to Brandon. He picked his up. So
Nice,
congrats.
Brandon.
I wanted to just give a little bit of a shout out. If you guys are interested in picking one up, check out Dilber and Iconic pre-orders. Prices are in Canadian, and shipping is included in North America. But he will, if you're international, he'll work with you and get you a good deal. So I posted.
John
the
will
link
drive it
in
over the
chat.
border personally.
No,
I
no.
think.
Hell yeah, me too.
John has no
in,
involvement.
Buffalo.
John just likes to recognize good customer service. That's all.
Yo, Dilbert, get me a Megatron, bro.
I want a personalized John delivery right to Orlando.
Transporter.
I
The
posted the link.
Transporter. There
Johnny
we
the
go.
transporter now.
Jesus.
Go between borders.
I promise I don't lie. All right, guys, we made it to the end of the news. We're gonna do community shout out. Just a few little shout outs to do. First one is going to be for Skip. Skip reached out to me on Instagram, shared some of his collection photos. Man,
Wow.
this is crazy. This beast. This is the what's this called?
Justice Buster.
Justice Buster.
Prime one.
What a monstrosity this one. Look at the box. Look at the base. The box laid out there. Oh man,
I think the guy said 4 or 5 boxes for this thing, right?
Really?
that's nuts.
Isn't it? I
Those,
think it
do
is.
those fit in the caravan?
Yeah, I fit 8, so
sweat.
this is a beast.
What the hell is that? In the box, right? like the image to the left. Can you see that piece that has like the box has like an arm, and then there's this massive chunk of resin. I don't know
chest.
what is. That's the chest.
That's a chest.
Oh,
or
it's the
something.
chest. I was like, what the hell is that? Where does that go?
Upside down.
That is
yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
That's quarter scale too, man. It's
How do you
crazy.
like this compared to the war tank?
You mean this one? He has it all.
Yeah,
I like the
yeah.
war tank a little bit more.
The same guy?
Same guy. This is all his
Oh
photos. here.
man, we need to
This
get this
is
guy on the
dope.
show,
He has
man.
Clint Eastwood too.
My new best friend.
Got the war tank and the XM Hulkbuster.
Looks good.
Yeah, see, that's how I would have to do it. I can't have
Steve,
me
I-
personally can't have one without the other. I need both.
I mean, Crib, I think you should get the war tank. You know?
I feel you, but yeah,
If Rashid wins the presidential election, he's gonna
get me it. Yeah, that's dope.
He also
Our guy,
has Sideshow
Our guy
Punisher.
Justin has it for sale. If anyone's interested.
Yeah.
I like that Spidey. That's the XM Spidey.
Spidey's grown on me
Sideshow
over the
Punisher
years.
and then the XM Spidey and Goblin
Yeah.
It's a really nice setup.
and Rhino.
Ooh.
There's a
Rhino.
taxi.
I like the Sideshow Rhino a little bit better. I don't know why.
The comic cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard it's hollow as hell, but you know.
I do agree. I like that one. It's paper mache.
Like
but
he's got comic. He's got movie pieces too.
I like the Dracula piece.
Yeah, that's
Lugosi.
Yeah.
Lugosi.
Goosey Lucy.
He has
Bella Lugosi.
DK3 as well, which is a
The
beauty.
DK Threezel.
Hey, he's got some pops too.
And the Sentinel. Crazy collection. Thanks for sharing, Skip. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Huge congrats to you.
Much respect to the pops, homie. Yeah.
Wait, are those like lights?
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at those lights.
Those
Those are
spotlights.
crazy.
Like stage lights.
Oh, up there,
Oh, that's
yeah.
nice.
Damn,
Point lights, baby.
got a whole array of them.
Should try to see if we could send some photos of it, everything lit up.
Yep.
Then our guy Knight on Instagram as well. He got his setup, DC setup.
Oh, look at
Superman,
Knight's stuff.
Batman.
1/6 scale, baby.
Yo, what's up, Knight? It's a
I
cool
like-
dude on
I like
IG.
that.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. I like that Aquaman and the Lobo on the bottom.
I like the Batman.
Great DC rep. And then this guy, I don't know, this collection's pretty ugly.
Yeah.
but-
wasn't
Yeah,
this
this
like
is probably
I
the
saw this
worst
on
collection
PST.
I've seen, dude.
Yeah,
I really
this
hate
is
this.
for sale, by the
collection.
way.
This collection
yeah,
is so
yeah.
We're
damn
gonna
bad.
talk about that.
I just know that
It's a
Berserk
horrible collection.
that Berserk looks way better than any Dragon Ball Z statue.
Oh, yeah.
God,
All I know is that,
Outstanding.
that Batman looks pretty damn
That Dragon Ball Z guy's here, Rashid, maybe.
Dragon,
Oh, what?
Dragon Ball.
What's he gonna do?
The
What's he
person
gonna
who
do?
owns this
What's he gonna
collection,
do?
are they in a
Okay.
gang?
Wow.
It's the Triad collection. That's why he has a display of three.
So this guy is, of course, none other than Phoenix. Awesome setup. Thanks for sharing, buddy.
Oh,
But
Phoenix, that was yours. My bad.
we're online. I'm online one day. I think it was Steve that picked it up. Someone picked it up. We're online on a BST group. What the fuck? Phoenix is selling his collection. You look at the name. It's some other name. Someone took his photo and
Yeah.
tried to say he was selling his collection. So be careful out there, guys.
Jammer.
Yeah.
I sent it to Phoenix. I said, Phoenix, you just bought it. What's going on? But you got to be careful, guys. Always, if you're in the BSTs, man, always ask for references and goods and services. Always, if you don't know the person, goods and services, no exceptions.
What if it's your first time selling?
Good night, Brendan.
You're screwed.
Take it easy, Brandon. If it's your first time selling, well, you shit out of luck. Sell local. I don't know
Wow.
what to tell you. If you're first time selling goods and services, you have no right to say pay friends and family.
Something really quick. I remember the first unboxing was like the one in the middle, the dragon one.
Yeah.
And I remember Phoenix going like, yeah, like, I got this piece and, I'm going to unbox it on my dinner table. And 5 weeks later, it's still there.
It's
like
still
I'm-
there.
He hasn't eaten
It's
dinner
got
in 5
company.
weeks.
I'm not taking the battery out.
But thank you to everyone who shared photos on Instagram, on Facebook. You guys rock. Please continue to do so because we love to show them off on the show. I want to also continue to give a shout out to Phoenix since we're on the roll. Phoenix Custom
Thanks, man.
Capes. We mentioned last week that he was working on a custom cape for a premium format by Sideshow Collectibles for our guy Dennis. And we had showed these photos, so he had kind of taken this to the drawing board, developed this, sent it off to Dennis, and Dennis shared some photos of the Batman with both. This is the pleather cape and fabric cape, draping cape, and I think it looks fantastic. You guys be the judge, but Wired was executed really well.
Yeah, it brings it up. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like crazy quality now.
And then he has the draping one as well. How was the experience, the execution, Phoenix?
That was pretty good. I mean, he sent me the flicking cape, so I just pretty much match it, and made it a little bit more because at the bottom of the cape, there's like the the what do you call it, the shape is different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so but it's a little bit more work, but it came out good.
Would you do you feel comfortable doing it at this scale, as opposed to? I know you started off with doing the Superman.
Yeah.
Superman Hush ones.
No, the quarter scale is the same.
Okay.
But I got some guy who want to do the 1/6 scale hot toy, so that's gonna be challenging.
That'd be cool though.
Which figure?
Batman. I don't know which Batman. He's sending me the whole thing. He's sending me the whole
figure,
the whole Batman hot toy.
Wow.
Then I'll have to take it off and see what I can do with it. So.
See, Slifer's asking, Phoenix, do you do custom orders for Star Wars robes? You're opening up a can of worms here. Slifer, I put Phoenix's Facebook group in the chat. If you guys want to reach Phoenix, hit him up there. He's doing a great job.
Thanks, man.
Anytime, brother. I'm going to do a quick shout out of the Patreonies here, and then we'll have a little chat. What's up, Rashid?
I'm not going to be able to do Jeopardy. I'm sorry.
All right, Rashid. Thanks for hijacking the show, Jeopardy. Thanks for hijacking the show.
I'm sorry.
Save the Star Wars question.
We weren't going to do Jeopardy tonight anyways because it's
Oh, okay. I didn't know
2 hours
that.
and 45
So
minutes.
if you zipped it, we would have been good. But, Rashid just has to jump and put the horse before the carriage, right? That's why they check you at the border. You don't wait you don't wait to finish. You don't wait
Before you leave, we just got to look inside your bag, though.
That's why they're eyeing you at the food court.
Oh man.
Ian CV, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, Chris Letty, David Jones, Sam Gist, Daminator, João Breda, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Guns Figs, Badfish, Toy Cartel. We got Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Cred, Big Fern, Caesar Mariquin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Marmolowski, Rick DeGregorio, The Everyday Collector, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Erwin Azucena, The Illustrious Rainer, Alec Morgan, Tukathri Wah, Derek B, Aries Portillo, Mark Randolph, Alvin J, Jazz Carroll, Joe Ridley, Pablo Meza, D-Rock, Mac Levenger, Seth Tucker, CC3PO, Scott Smith, Domaton, Jimmy James, Stephen Percha, Sean Yahtzee, Scott Bradley, Stephen Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Jimmy Hernandez, Gigi the Judgmental, and Brenton Palmer.
No kinky sphincter?
No, that's the next list. May or June Patreon benefits, question of the week sticker, and the Spooderverse. Don't ask me what the Spooderverse is. Here are our 4 Patreon memberships. You can head over to Patreon and see which one would fit, best be suitable for you. YouTube channel members: Mojo Z78, OG Fan, Absolute Irwin, Mark Pearson, The List Never End, LV Avenger 702, Ben Thomas, OMFG Rick, Paul Schreiber, S Beam, Andrew Gibo. We got Andreas IB, CC3PO, Daminator, Carlito, Sam Gist, Carlito, said that already, CT603, Thomas Clark, Eddie Mendez, B Chan, Benjamin Hansen, Fat Batman, Chris V, Justin Sports Card Museum, Cram, Big O Fern, Philip the Fool, Kinky Sphincter, Universal Key, Eclectic Collector, say that 3 times, Tukathri, Jake, Single Songwriter, Alvin J, Cram. Appreciate you guys. Here's our network: Collecting Weekly Live Unboxing, After Dark, Collecting Weekly Live, Ox PD. We got Live on That Dice, OFAC, Small Talk, Bricks and Brews, Question of the Week, The Reissue, and of course Collectors Club on social media, Collecting Weekly on Facebook, Collecting Weekly Auxiliary, as well as on Instagram at Collecting Weekly Clips, and at the Everyday Collector. And lastly, of course, guys, I always like to mention, if you ever want to chat anything in the community, send pictures, send anything, not anything, send pictures, collectibles.
Damn it.
I got to be careful.
Soiled panties.
Collectibles and so forth, topics, experiences, purchasing experience, anything you want to chat about in regards to the hobby, hit me up at the Everyday Community Watch at gmail.com. Yeah, always love to chat with you guys. And then Jeopardy, we went a little bit long today with topics. We'll hold it back for next week. But the scoreboards so far on the panel, this isn't updated, but on the panel, Pudgy is coming in first place with 2,900 points, followed by Brenton at 2,200 points, Joe at 900 points, and Sam at 800 points. And then we have Jesse on the community side. Jesse Hernandez with 3,000 points, 500 points for Mark B, Blackbird, and Ken, who are tied for second and third place. All right, Rashid. Sorry, Rashid. I got to tell you, I can't let you go, Rashid. You're staying on 24-hour stream, Rashid.
It's like a marathon.
Remind me to.
Oh yeah, he had the art prints.
Oh yeah, the art prints. Huh?
Is that Star Killer?
Yeah, that is Star Killer. Can you got? I don't know if it's glare.
Oh, I can see
There
your
you
IG
go.
account.
Good like that. Like that's good.
Oh yeah, your IG's up. Your IG's up.
That's dope. Yeah.
That one.
Jesus, you don't have anything, buddy.
You get this from Sideshow, Rashid, or where you get this from?
Ooh, the Two-Face is not bad.
Oh, is that Mike Arthur Adams?
Yes.
Nice.
Is this a giveaway, Rashid? What's going on?
Nah, I know.
Yeah,
that looks really good, man. I like that.
Are you gonna give that away?
Hell,
with the
I think that will go very well with the Tweeterhead.
Oh yeah, I saw this one.
Tongue all down her throat.
Soy.
Yep. So
Nope.
that was it.
It's not? Damn.
Nice. Beautiful.
Yeah, so.
Thanks for sharing, man.
No.
Oh, and I have all like I said, next week Darth Vader unboxing.
Yeah, we'll schedule the Darth Vader for next week. That'll be fun.
Jesus says he has 2,200 points.
Jesus doesn't have anything. That's Visa Gold points. He doesn't have no fucking.
Wow, Visa Gold.
The Sideshow points.
He doesn't have no 2,000 points here. Yeah, so that's it, guys. We went long today. Good stuff to talk about. Good panel tonight, as always. I'm gonna give shit to what's his name? What's his name now?
Buck?
Buck Fangs?
He was supposed to be on today. He was supposed to be on today. I did the thumbnail.
Carl.
I did the thumbnail. I did his intro. Savage didn't even message me. You hate to see it.
Ghosted.
That's that LBS for you, huh?
And Slifer. Hopefully we could get Slifer on
I'm
here.
just kidding. I'm kidding. Carl, do better.
I get it, Carl. Don't worry. Stay tuned to the Everyday Collector channel, guys. We're gonna slowly, now that I kind of got the setup down here ready, I'm gonna try to do the Prime 1 unboxings. I haven't taken anything out of the box. I even got the Inner Joker in. Thing is still in the box. Everything's in the box. But before I do anything, I have to do Steve's unboxing.
Yes.
Because that's still in the box. I haven't even checked it, Steve, yet.
Dang.
I know. Steve sent me the Huntress, Prime 1 Huntress, 3rd scale, without a box. Right? He bought it for me in the States, picked it up without a box. I cut the tape, and I just looked through it. He packaged it so well. So I cut the tape, looked through it. All I saw was the cape. Cape is intact. I haven't checked anything else. So we're going to try to fit in an unboxing with everyone for that and kind of see if it all is in one piece. Goods and services, right?
Here we go.
I know, right?
Come on. But no, guys, this was a blast. Appreciate everyone stopping by, whether you're tuning in live or watching on the replay. Appreciate everyone. Buck, thank you for hanging out on a Friday. Hope you have a good weekend.
Thanks, man.
Phoenix, as always good to see you. Mark,
Same, man.
another sweet angel, gracing us with his presence. We got Pudgy,
Sure.
Pudgy's on Polystone, Pudgy's Polystone Picks, as well as Pudgy's World. Crippler with Rashid on Constructive Outrage. Wednesday's
And
the
real
next
quick,
show.
yep, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. But Monday, Art Statue Collector for the Galvatron unboxing. I'll be there. So if you're interested in Galvatron, can be
Isn't
the
that
one.
what you? Isn't that what you take when you have an upset stomach?
I take that when I just want to get high.
Oh. Danny,
I don't even
Sweet
drink,
Danny.
so.
Always appreciate you, buddy, being on the show and spending time with us. Of course, you're here. You're part of the crew. Rashid, again with Crippler, and Steve over on his channel, Casual Nerd Problems. Be sure to check him out. And guys, we can't forget, not the last send-off, but most important for this episode, wishing all the mothers a happy Mother's Day on Sunday. It's an important weekend. So show some love. Guys, show some
Dear
love.
mama.
Yeah.
Mama, I love you. Your pick, hold it down.
Breaking song. All the best, everyone. Happy collecting. And what do I always say? Collect responsibly. We should do it in unison. What do I always say?
Wow.
Collect irresponsibly.
Happy Friday, guys. Take it easy.
See you.
CMP, 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 CMP.
You better cut that shit out.
Raw Fresh 2024.
What's with the bleed through?
Hold on.